Alright, and with that, we should be live again. That was completely my fault. I do apologize for that. This is why you check what wires go to where before you move anything around. But don't worry, thankfully I know what the problem was, so it won't happen again. Yes, hopefully we all made the cross. So to everyone who survived, hello. Hello Adrian, hello Yuna, hello Zeliot, hello Fox. Hopefully without further ado, we can now actually get started for realsies this time. Hey Fluffy, you made it too. Good. I think I lost a leg in the cross. It's fine, as long as it's not your dominant one, you don't need it. Legs are overrated. Unless you do running, in which case, maybe legs are important. And also, Sideways Drifter, if you're still here. Thank you for joining us. I don't know if... I'm gonna be honest, I can't remember if I've seen you around before, and I do apologize. If, I do apologize if you have, and I don't remember. But I wanted to say a big hello anyway. You finished both routes in Persona 1? Perfect! It's perfect time for more Persona 1 costuming then, because I'm gonna rock these costumes for a little bit longer, because they didn't get a full showing last time. So I want to remedy that. But yeah, just to get this out of the way, Final Fantasy VII Remake, this is not the place to talk about it. As much as I really want to, please be courteous for everyone who hasn't probably been to some of those streams. I'll just say I had a blast. And that's all I'll say on the matter. But from here on out, it's Persona time.
Okay.
Just wanted to get that out there. On to Innocent Sin now, fun times. It's Innocent Sin then, Eternal Punishment, right? It goes in that order. If I remember correctly. Spoiler, Jessie is best girl. Says you. And you're not wrong. Oh god, now, oh god, I have to remember Persona buttons. Oh god, it's been a while. Okay, R1 for the assist. Yep, there we go. Oh, this is gonna be one of those this is gonna be one of those moments where I'm having to try and remember how to do Persona buttons instead of Final Fantasy VII buttons, so I may press some stuff wrong sometimes. I'm just gonna warn you. Or it might take like a few seconds longer in order to remember how to menu.
All right.
But yeah, I was actually late because I was having my dinner. As much as I love streaming, eating and living comes first. I'm sorry to say. I'm sorry, you guys. You don't be eating.
Come on.
More bit paintings like the ones we saw before. There is something off about these, though. Look, there are even 2 frames with no paintings at all. Why don't we go take a closer look? You living? Normie. I mean, hey, I try my best. No one more normal than me playing these JRPGs. Hey, and a Free Wolf, you made it too! As long as you're still here, it's all fine. Thank you. I have to say, I'm not sure if anyone caught it, but, like, I need to mention this. I wouldn't usually mention this because... there's not really a reason to, but I need to ask something because it's bugging my mind. But first, ain't this just like last time, you know, with the secret passage inside and everything? Looks like these are ones that are all completely different.
What to do?
There are even frames with no paintings at all. That is strange, but we don't have a choice. Let's go, Joker! Can I even go into those paintings yet? Don't I need to, like, sort them out? I guess not. Into the paintings we go! Alas, this world is a desert filled with the layman who cannot understand true beauty. The slow drain of my skill is inevitable when I am surrounded by such mediocrity. So he's gonna blame the world for his declining skill? Heh, the bastard never had any real talent to begin with. The gods, even in their dormancy, are worshipped constantly. People gather under shrine gates, offer their money, and return home fully satisfied. Art is practically the same. In the end, it is all just a matter of imagination. Huh? Even if that's true, that doesn't give you the right to be deceiving people. Jerk.
What?
Wait, this camel. We're back at the first freaking one! So, they're not connected exactly as they seem. We'll have to keep trying until we find the right way. And by cheating, by using my Joker powers. There we go. Alright, so hopefully once we get past... Yep, there we go. Hard work is not what makes a sapling grow thick with green leaves. Too many young people do not see the true value in youth these days. What fools! Is it truly wrong for an expert such as myself to capitalize on the youth before it wastes away? What the heck? He's basically saying he's jealous of young talent. Look at me, I was turned into a cat, but I'm still fighting. Age isn't a valid excuse. Yeah, believe to achieve. No matter what your age, you can do whatever you want. No more normally than me, coming from a guy that called himself the biggest degenerate last Persona stream.
Whoa.
Also, you're stressed, co-op is cancelled, so I'm screwed for school. Damn. That's not good. Oh, you were doing music also? Oh, that's awesome. Hopefully you're getting the right inspiration from these sick Persona beats. Look, another painting! So passing through the hidden one leads to a formation of another. What an elaborate ruse. It's highly likely that there is a new path through the paintings. We should investigate, Joker. Yeah, I want to get through this very quickly so I can go on to my tangent, because it's going to take a little bit of time. Oh, apparently I also have to go up there. Sweet. There we go. Okay, yep, and cool. And now we're back at the camels. Could a skipped skirt across the ocean if its crew had to constantly worry about what sea life may lie below? Art, life, water, they are all identical. The one who ascends to the summit is the victor. So he's using all those pretty words, but he's basically saying people are like stepping stones. That's just like what he did to those kids, crushed them for his art. What a piece of shit.
I have something.
Don't worry, he'll get his comeuppance. Let's draw another button.
Oh.
And Frayed Wolf, you were doing carpentry. That's also interesting. Lo-fi trend. Another painting. There are no longer any empty frames at this point. I bet there's a new path again too. Let's get in there and check it out. Don't worry, I'll get to my point in a second. I just don't want to interrupt myself mid point. Because I'm trying to do painting teleportation puzzles. Right. So now we go over here. And going over here.
See it.
How suspicious.
Is that an octopus? It's pretty damn big. Do you think it's safe for us to approach it? It should be fine?
Well,
I guess it is just a painting after all. I'm sure we'll be okay. Oh, we are not okay. We are not okay! Ow! That was a valiant effort.
For real?
Ah, crap. Joker enemies!
There's a shadow. And a tough one at that.
You know what that means. More experience for me.
Show me your true form.
Also some more treasure. Alright, okay. Now I can get onto my tangent. I have time. Hey, Lich King!
chance to stretch. Go.
You made it. You
Let's attack.
did it.
Persona.
But my tangent is, so for people who don't know, I recently bought some RAM. Just to basically make it easier to do streaming stuff, rendering stuff, without having to worry about, you know... Oh wow, I actually found that weakness. Sweet. But like, basically it's just nice to... and it's one of those things that's just been in the back of my mind that I've been needing to do for months. And it's really nice. I got memories for days now, so I don't have to worry about not overclocking, that's not the right term, but basically overloading the memory while streaming and doing OBS at the same time, while also going, like, online to check stream status. So, like, I'm not running at, like, 90% memory, which is way too high. However, I have to ask, what is it with the trend of putting lights on everything PC related? Because the memory sticks I got were from Corsair. They're like called the Corsair. Actually, wait, hang on. I got the... You know what? Hang on. I got the box right here. I got the Vengeance RGB Pro, which is probably the most PC thing I've heard in a while. And it's literally just RAM sticks. It's just 8 gig RAM sticks, 3200 megahertz, which is plenty. So it will keep me... I got 2 8 gig sticks, so it's 16 gig. It's RAM, DDR4. Why did they have to stick lights on it? It's got multicolored lights, so you can see it through the casing, and I have to just ask, why? Like, seriously? Oh no, I've never gotten that trend with PC stuff. I've never gotten the trend with people wanting lights for their casing. Because in my mind, I always find them, like, the lights a little bit annoying. I mean, I guess it's a nice glow when I'm trying to get to sleep sometimes. I remember specifically with friends, I also was like, hey guys, I'm making a new PC, and the first question they would ask was, oh sweet, what casing are you gonna get for the lights? I'm like, don't you want to know its specs? And it's like, no. Yeah, exactly. They need the rainbow. They want to feel early 2000s double rainbow memes. I don't know. Alright, okay, so let me go back up here. If I go through here, there we go. Beauty is merely a mirage. Transforming that into money is what brings about true happiness. My fine mansion, my lifestyle among the chosen few. Those things are true art. Bet Madarame is the type to get glow-in-the-dark ram sticks. So, running your Artilleria out of a shabby rundown shack was simply an act after all. How foolish I was to have been deceived for so long. Farts. Don't worry about it, man. He'll get his comeuppance. It's just double the price for some dumb RAM. Thankfully, the price for the RAM I got was pretty, it was pretty reasonable. For how much it was. Especially since it's new. Or newer. It's about the same price you would usually get 16 gigs of DDR4 RAM nowadays. So, I'm fine with the price that I paid. Plus, it'll just keep me going for a long time, so... think of it as an investment. Sweet, this has got to be the end. How despicable. We have encountered so many of his paintings, yet not once did he mention a love for art. These are no paintings. They are just meaningless self-assertions placed into picture frames. I'm excited to see how the change of heart alters him. Now, let's hurry. Whew, alright. It's okay, he had the problems, you didn't miss much. I'm seriously getting bummed out that I'm arriving late to every stream. Honestly, it's always a tough one, because I don't want to say don't worry about it, because that just comes off as really flippant. But at the same time, I really don't want anyone to be stressed to have to show up on time. Obviously, it sucks. Don't get me wrong, I know this feeling when you have, like, a game which is, story-focused, so you don't want to miss anything. Oh, I didn't realize Joker's SP is at 9. Well then. Guess I'll be relying on the rest of the party. Oh, Afraid Wolf, thanks for the 100 bits. And also, thank you Thank you, Notification Squad, for not appearing, you son of a... Give me one sec, give me one sec. Why are you not appearing? Okay, yeah, there we go. There we go, there's your bits. Unless it did appear. The notification appeared on stream. Really? It didn't appear for me. God damn it. Freaking... Okay, whatever, you get it twice. Whatever, you get it twice. Because you're that special. I like showing up on time. I hate missing things in general for games like this. That's true. I mean, I always have a pet peeve also of just appearing on time for things. I hate showing up late to things because I always find it really rude to show up late to something. Obviously, sometimes it's impossible not to be late. And you know what? In those cases, you know, I get it. And I just accept it. But at the same time, I just have such a thing with showing up late.
That was incredible, Joker.
Good thing about P2 is that walking gives you SP back. Lucky, I have to earn that in this game. I have to do the things with the finders and actually hang out with people and play the video game in order to get SP. Or, you know, use one of my, like, 20 gazillion somas that I got. Or I could just do that. Yeah, you know what? For tough enemies, I was really worried I was going to have to eat my words there for a second. I was going to say, for tough enemies, you're not too bad. Can you overclock LEDs in certain parts? There has been someone out there that brags about overclocked LEDs. That sounds like such a shit post. I wouldn't be surprised if that was a shit post. Just, you overclock your CPUs. You don't overclock your RAM. Because you can't overclock anything. Like, what are you gonna overclock? You can't just make more memory appear. Like, that would be very impressive, though, if someone could make it so you just randomly get more memory. Alright, and you're in the back right now, so you're going to be doing the healing. How do I download more RAM from the internet? Right, use soul food. Get Joker back up to near maximum. It's better than arriving 2 hours early to streams. I don't know. I have a friend who shows up 2 hours early to things. He's also really paranoid. Met him on stream, in fact. Anyway. Enough shit talking my friends. Let's actually continue with this. Right. I am going to light you the hell up. That's a light pun, everybody. Because I used the light move.
Let's go.
You know what? In hindsight, it probably would have been smarter to use the fire move on Jack Frost first, then use the light in order to make that more efficient. But whatever. Who needs efficiency? I sure as hell don't. I'm just going to use Psychic. Also, it seems like you're not weak to anything. But you will be once I do a technical. There we go. And now I'm shot. That was really dumb of me. Freaking Persona has the Pikachu static effect. Don't know why I said Pikachu, it's a Pokemon status effect. It's not just for Pikachu, but hey. I used to do that for everything because of my dad, and I just got sat for an age. P2 has random encounters too, also.
I can still fight.
I never minded random encounters as much as some people do, but they can get on your nerves, especially when you're trying to get somewhere and you just want to avoid every single fight, but can't. Apparently missed you managing to get a Mediorama. How do you have that high of a healing spell ready? Oh, because of... I got Kaguya. I got to the level of, and this happened at the end of the last session we did Persona 5, when I was just going to do fusing. I got to the level where I could get Kadia. And Kadia has Madiorama. So that's why I have Madiorama right now. But also, Orpheus has Neocadenza. So basically, in theory, we shouldn't die. In theory. But then again, this is me we're talking about, so it could happen. Also, hello. You're new. I want you. How do get you? Well, the obvious answer is I've got to find your weakness, but the problem... Okay, it's not fire. Okay, good to know. Well, if it's not fire, then maybe it's... ice? Ice, baby? Okay, well, this... I mean... I guess this works, too. Oh. I was kind of hoping that wouldn't kill, but okay. Go on a rampage, Ryuji, why not? Good job! Got a level up as well, nice.
Okay.
Hey, Anthony, you made it too.
Man, that was easy.
How to obtain Londogo. I think I already have a Londogo. It's, it was the middle one that we needed. Also, can you really count it as a fail when you just don't know what the weakness is right from the get-go? I mean, I'm streaming, so yes. There is no room for, being reasonable here. Okay, that's a Londrop. My question is there anything in this room before I do the drop? And answers are pointing at no. Oh. Hello, Sayuri. And I can't get to that side unless I go through here, so yep, okay, we're good. Let's go. Oh, I can just grapple up if I need to. Cool. Finds a new persona, accidentally one-shots it. I hear a sparkly noise.
Oh.
I believe that is my glowing blue hand, letting me know that there is a hookshot point nearby. Just, I guess, we're just linked now. Which is not a bad thing. Just tucking some pineapple into, Jaffa cakes? I have not heard that one before.
Damn it.
Shit, what the hell is up with this place? So much gold, it's hurting my eyes. God, it's like Gods of Egypt up in here.
For real?
The distortion is especially bad here. It's barely holding up, plus it's not even on our map. So we must ascertain the truth through our eyes alone. Really? I feel I'm gonna go blind. Right, here we go. Who likes Escher paintings? Also, who the hell even remembers Gods of Egypt? I'm curious. Does anyone even remember that film that came out like, oh, what? How long ago was it? Like 3 years at this point?
Show me your true form.
Also, if you are saying that you remember Gods of Egypt, you're lying. So... Oh, these guys, I know what you're weak to. Yeah, it was ice. Okay. Time to get to work.
Let me handle this.
You know what, Ryuji? Go for it. I remember Gods of Egypt being awful. I remember it exists. I've not seen it, but I mean, that's not... Don't worry, no one saw it. Like, literally no one. I'm pretty sure Gods of Egypt is one of the most expensive bombs of all time. I'm like 90% certain it is one of the most expensive movies that has utterly failed. You got Gods of Egypt on DVD at closing sale for £1? But why though? Is that not the one with the meme "I am a merciful God"? It's, I don't remember. Anyway, I want you, Tengu man.
That's ironic. A shadow with a sunny expression. Let's match its mood.
Alright, so you like jokes, huh? This might be a lunch shop, but you're after the one I serve, right? So, if so, then you won't overlook this. Let's make a deal. Alright. Then I could have you answer a few questions concerning this transaction. I feel like I understand you a little. I've run into all sorts of people in this job, so the truth is, you're a good person, aren't you? Yeah, I get that a lot. I thought so, I can see on your face. Yeah, I'm a pretty cool guy. That means you want to be part of my crew. Holy shit, only made 10 mil over budget.
Okay.
It was something like that, right? Yeah, I think so. So, this is Kuruma Tengu. I will continue guessing what this persona are on. I think I know them. Yeah, you're close. Copa Tengu. You got fast. You got better than me, though, because I only remembered the Tengu part. Oh, also got a black rock. That is useful for transfusion. Or transmutation. Or transmuting? Mixing up my personas with my Full Metal Alchemists, apparently. I thought I've seen everything there was to see of this distorted world, but to think it could conjure up such a bizarre place. So, like, which way are we supposed to go? I didn't see any other ways forward, did you?
Huh?
Hmm? What's this? Whoa! Part of the wall was peeling, so I pulled it off. That wasn't an actual wall? I see, so it was camouflaged. We may have been trapped here for eternity had you not noticed that.
Nice go.
I'm pretty sure we would have noticed that eventually if we were trapped here for that long. You learn things about locations you are trapped for long periods of time in. Oh, nice work, Skull. You did it. Sure. You know I just got lucky, right?
Listen up.
There might be more walls like this up ahead. Let's keep an eye out. Hey, you take that luck and you hold on to it as much as you can.
Whoa.
Kappa Tengu. Whoa, did we just warp? It seems even the paths beyond these apertures are distorted in the same way as this room. Man, you know what I want to... Okay, you know one thing that I'm actually kind of happy about, but I'm also kind of sad about at the same time? I'm really happy that my chat is lively to the point where it's just scrolling and scrolling and people are talking, and that's great. At the same time, I'm really sad because I'm trying my hardest to read the messages, and it's like, I can't get all of them anymore. I'm now at that point. I can't see all of them anymore, and that makes me a little bit sad. But I'm really happy, but I'm also sad. No, we are not doing Lubu. Not again. Yeah, I am now the biggest streamer ever. I kind of don't want that. That sounds like too much power. Also, too much responsibility. See, with this level, I can still have a lack of responsibility. Huh? Why is this painting here? It's probably some kind of illusion. We're in a palace after all. Well, I guess the painting itself might be correct, though.
But...
You say correct, but aren't they all counterfeit? Although, maybe the real one's here, too. I wonder. Either way, the fact that this is here might mean that it's connected to the space in some way. Yeah, close enough to the real, just using blue instead of red. Also trying to make me go the wrong way because of treasure. Which I'm not going to fall for. I'm gonna take the treasure, though, still. Transfiguration. And at this level, you get to see all/most comments and don't ignore it, so we feel important. Yeah, I mean, that's always the problem when you got, like, a large fan base on Twitter. Or just streaming in general. Or just, you know what, just anything in general. Like, it's really nice having that sort of personal, like, interaction. Of course, you know, at the back of my mind, I'm always like, man, but I want to get bigger, though. I want to entertain more people. But you do lose that, like, 1-to-1 interaction or 1-to-10 interaction. And it is a little sad that when that goes. Obviously, I still try my hardest to remember as many people as possible. But hey, that's just how the cookie crumbles. Unfortunately. Or fortunately, depending on how you look at it. Wait, are we back where we started from? It seems this is a trick after all. He would not let us proceed that easily. So he wants me to go to the fake one? This painting, it is the Sayuri? Oh, wait, did I make the same mistake last time? I feel like I made this mistake last time, where I didn't look at the paintings before trying to do the puzzle.
Hey.
Isn't that a fake? I mean, this is Madarame's palace. There is an obvious difference if you look closely. It shouldn't be difficult to tell them apart. Yeah, maybe it's obvious. What do you think, Joker? Oh no, this one's super fake.
Indeed.
Indeed it is a fake. The real Sayuri is cloaked in vibrant crimson garments. Oh, right. Now that you mention it. Some fools would pay a fortune and never know it was a fake, but you are quite impressive, Joker. You know your blues from your reds. You know your basic primary colors. In art. Because the primary colors in light is completely different. I'm thinking I might be one of them fools. Okay, so what about this Sayuri?
Hey.
Hey, what do you think of this painting? Is it real? I think so? That is correct. It seems you have quite an eye for detail, Joker. For real? That's amazing.
It's beautiful.
The vibrant crimson clothes, her beautiful hair, the sublime balance between subject and background. This may only be an illusion, but it is without a doubt the spitting image of the true Sayuri. There we go. The hell? It flew away! So that's the door we need to go through. Oh boy, it's main character Escher time. What will you do if you complete the infiltration and not find all the will seeds? Well, thankfully I could stay here until I leave, so in theory I could just basically just keep on going through the palace trying to find the will seeds, and since you guys are here, I can ask for help. So that's my plan, that I literally made up on the spot. Oh, isn't this someone new? Seeing past the false image has opened a path to the truth. This golden place filled with counterfeit work is a prime example of the alchemy of Madarame's brain. And here, just as in reality, he entraps those who cannot see through his lying facade. He might be right. No wonder the distortion is so strong here.
Hey.
Hey, so what does that mean? I think it means finding the real Sayuri should break through the distortion and open a path. So we just gotta check all of them? Why would we do that? Let's just look for the real one, assuming we can differentiate it. Sounds like a plan, but first...
This is...
RIP!
I should have known.
So there was a hidden room here. And it has a soul drop! I will be taking that. Also, this one's the real one. I can tell because of the branch. Just one more step and you'll start playing normie games and not even remember our names except that we are subs. Oof, oof, don't say that. It makes me feel bad. If you say ever stop niche games, you have to bring the degenerate back in. What do you think of this pain? Is it real? Yeah, it's real.
Well...
Yes, this is the true Sayuri. It may be an illusion, but there can be no mistaking the allure. And the twigs in the background. I am grabbing a will seed guide. Damn it, chat, you're too helpful. Stop being helpful. You're way too helpful. Chats are supposed to sabotage you. Among other things. Alright, so... we got Sayuri here. I don't know about this one. You stay?
Yeah.
It looks like there are some other paintings too. It might be easier if we compare them. Okay, so that one's got the twig in the background. Hey, Andrew! I'm late, but I'm here. Welcome. Glad you could make it.
Hey.
This one's also got a twig in the background. Oh, I see it. I see it. Okay. Yep, okay, it's this one over here. At least I think it is. Wait, maybe not. Hang on. No, I don't think it's that one. Are there some more paintings down here? Yes, there are. And it is none of these ones either. Wait, what? Interesting. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe because I noticed the ponytail. I noticed the ponytail going behind instead of forward, but it seems like both of these. Okay, it's between this one.
Hey.
It's between this one and the other one. I got you now, faker.
Hey.
I'm gonna say this one's a fake. That is correct. Nicely put, Joker. Okay, thank God. Okay, right. This one's okay. So if it's not that one, let me just check over here, make sure I wasn't an idiot and missed the painting. Fake. I think you're the fake around here. God damn it. No. Okay, see, this is what I expect from chat. This to lead me down the wrong path. Protests of big streamers and YouTubers. We are not a number, and Infiltration is for us. Yeah, here's the hope, and it continues. Well, so this one's way out on its own. Okay, so this one has to be real, right?
Impossible.
No, that one is a fake. Damn it, it was a trap. Damn it, the head... The head does go forward. I have to properly go through the blue door.
Wait for your chance.
Well, this is embarrassing. I also think I made the exact same mistake also.
What's the plan?
I'm pretty sure I also made the exact same mistake in my original playthrough. Basically, I've learned nothing. Including remembering that they are weak to ice, not wind, because I thought it was Final Fantasy VII rules where they are flying, so they are weak to wind. Oh, I am a genius. Oh, that is... Oh, man, that makes me feel bad. That makes me feel bad. Gotta love how Yusuke can tell that Sayori's apart perfectly, but doesn't say check shit until Joker answers. Because we're a master, so clearly we gotta know, right? That's how it works. Alright, Mabufu these fools. Oh shit. Well, at least we're back to normal now. And I got Mabufu, so it's all good.
Some other way.
He knows he just wants you to suffer. If he really is a big up-and-coming streamer, how long till he starts bitching he doesn't get enough subs? Oh god, no, please, no.
Okay.
I don't want this reality you guys are painting. Yes, let us investigate this area a little bit more. I agree. I probably need to go through the blue door. I haven't heard the phrase Mabufu these fools in years. Who was the last person? Ah, we got sent back again. Okay, so, not blue door. Maybe go back through the door we came through. I remember this puzzle, and I remember this part in particular being a bit of a pain. So yeah, we go through here. We go through here. We end up here. And that brings us back. Okay, which means there is somewhere else that I have not been yet. Maybe a wall we can tear off, which I didn't see in the background. Yep.
This is...
Should have figured. You did it. Should we go take a look around then? It's twice in a row that's gotten me. In 2 separate playthroughs. Yusu will never become that kind of streamer. He will never allow it. I mean, I really want to believe I won't.
Well,
Unless I suddenly have a massive personality shift. It may be illusion, but there is no mistaking. Nicely done, Joker, and only one time where you utterly failed. All the versions on display were fakes, while the real one was hidden the whole time. It's like a metaphor.
Huh?
Huh? Where the ship did it fly off to? Down below?
Damn it.
Ah, God damn it! What the hell's going on here? We have seen all the false images. Somewhere must have changed somewhere. Oh, you mean like down there? That really obvious golden door that wasn't there before?
Yes!
Oh, isn't this somewhere new? Just be careful, okay? The distortion is growing much stronger the deeper we go. Sorry. Voice slipped there for a second. Mishima actually think about it. Man, I haven't heard the... Hey, at least I'm not the only one who got it wrong. That's nice to know. I'm someone that wouldn't like this game because I don't like grinding or being high level. I like fighting final bosses at low levels, so I wouldn't do social links. Yeah, see, I don't get that mentality, but hey, more power to you.
Isn't that...
I have a friend who, and I mean, obviously a lot of people agree with you. Because you got like level 1 runs in Kingdom Hearts and such. That is... just as I expected. Madarame! Then, is that the treasure behind him? It's kind of hard to tell from here. Let's get a closer look. Can we get a closer look from here?
There it is.
Indeed it is.
Doesn't it look a bit hazy?
For the time being. Once we send the card and make Madarame aware it'll be stolen, it'll materialize like, yoo-hoo!
I wonder what form it will take.
Who knows? Bet it's something like a self-portrait.
The source of what distorted Madarame's reality this much.
Must be something very important. If he ever becomes an asshole streamer, we simply need to form a real-life Phantom Thieves and steal his heart. I call dibs on being a Y with my large selection of BB guns. Is that how it's gonna go down? If I ever get to be that person, I send out a calling card for myself. Man, we're made for one hell of a story, though. You did a Kingdom Hearts level 1 critical run, jeez. I can never do stuff. Well, one, I just don't enjoy stuff like that. It's just not in me. I just don't like, well, I don't know. I mean, I've never given it too much of a try, but maybe it's just my natural inclination to want to complete things as much as possible, but the idea of missing things on purpose or level ups or abilities just, like, completely goes against what I believe in. And yes, that's a very strong way of saying, like, that's not my preference, but it's true.
So, what now? Think it's safe to say we got a route set?
We know where the treasure is, but I'm not sure that we've necessarily secured the route.
Yeah, it does seem very, high security.
Huh? Why is that?
You must be talking about the infrared lasers surrounding it.
That, and the outer perimeter is swarming with guards. Forcing our way through will be difficult.
So we'll need to find a way to steal it, too. This is tougher than it was with Kamoshida.
My greatest achievement in gaming would I have to say would be beating Dishonored 1 and 2 without being seen or killing anyone. Okay, for reals though, that is actually kind of hard. I tried doing that with Deus Ex Human Revolution, I couldn't do it. And you know what the problem with those types of games are? Is that I really don't want to kill anyone, so what I always do with those types of games, literally, first enemy I see, bap, okay, you're dead. Now I don't have to worry about it for the rest of the game. If I literally kill the first enemy that I see, then I can go, right, if I mess up, I mess up. I don't have to go back to a quick save. I don't have to go back to my intricate, like, every 20-second saves that I did. Because guess what? When I did that, I never beat one of those games ever. So when I actually got around to playing Deus Ex Human Revolution and beating it, I went, okay, no, I'm going to kill the first person I see, murder him in cold blood, so then if I mess up in the future, it doesn't matter. It's actually a really good method.
We just have to make one final push. Let's check this floor.
Will do. Also, gotta be a safe room. Yep.
Hey, we can use this.
The not killing anyone is how you get the best version of the best ending, but not getting seen. Yeah, that's hard.
I'll just add this.
I never liked that in Dishonored. I never liked that the best version of the ending, you have to not kill anyone, because it's supposed to be a game of like, hey, you get to do it the way you want to, and then you're punished for not doing it the quote-unquote right way. Which always annoyed me, I'm not gonna lie.
Whoa.
Oh, a control room. Think we could turn off the lasers here? I bet we can, but I bet we need another password.
Yeah.
I did beat Deus Ex Human Revolution without killing anyone, but I forgot that you weren't supposed to kill anyone in the opening when you were human, so I didn't get the achievement. Oh, that's rough. Man, you also did it without any upgrades or augments? You're insane. You people are insane. I mean, good for you, because that's impressive. But you're insane. Can't wait to run through New Game Plus with my max stats Izanagi no Alchemy. Shave off about 30 hours of gameplay. Because you just one-shot everything. Hey, we don't need a password for this one. What do you want to do? Well, if we just turn off the lasers, they're just going to turn them on again. So you know what? I'm going to open shutters. I challenge Yusei to actually infiltrate a palace after sending a cooling card instead of using the teleport to a safe room strategy. Okay, I'm trying to think of which palace I would do. Alright. Now, there are more places we can explore.
Hey,
Let's try the other ones too. Let's try showing off the main power. What is the meaning of this? I'm not sure. It seems we have lost power. The backup generators should bring it up again in no time. What a nasty surprise. Could this also be... Hey, someone! Came back on pretty damn fast. Yes, and the infrared lasers remained active even during the power outage. So we'll have to be able to turn the power off in there for a few seconds.
Wait!
Wait a second, aren't those guards that just ran out headed this way? What else should we try? We might be in trouble if we don't hurry. Okay, well, might as well just try turning off the lasers. Space Palace. Huh? Nothing happened. Error, only Lord Madarame can access this terminal due to maximum security protocol. The heck? There was no point in even coming here then. It seems that disabling the infrared lasers is not within the realm of possibility for us. We got those shutters, though. So you're the ones who tampered with security? Or the electricity? Ah, crap, we got company.
Let's go.
Let's silence him fast. If I get to play the Elder Scrolls Oblivion ever again, I'm going to make a character based on alchemy. Alchemy always gets a bad rap in the Elder Scrolls games. I always want alchemy to be good, but it never is. Oh, okay, you block light. Good to know. What about Magaru? You resist that. Okay, this is not going great. Okay, you're weak to lightning. That I can deal with. If you ever want really good Elder Scroll games for alchemy, go play Morrowind. Also, go play Morrowind if you can if you can appreciate the jank. Elder Scrolls Morrowind, it's a classic. Don't get me wrong, especially to a lot of people. Man, that game has not aged well, unless you know, mod it and, like, fix some of the stuff in it. That game is so jank. Oh, hey, look at that. A skill I will probably never use. Phew, that was a surprise. All we really managed to do was open the shutters.
Indeed.
On top of that, we can only turn the lights off briefly while the lasers remain unaffected. Oh well, guess we just gotta see what's past those shutters. Can I go out this way? No, no I cannot.
It seems it doesn't open. So be it.
Try to play Skyrim glitchless. I'm assuming you're not even talking about a glitchless speedrun. You're just talking about try to actually get through the game without seeing a single glitch. If you... You know what? That's a challenge. Try to get through Skyrim without seeing a single glitch. If you see a glitch, you have to restart. There's a challenge for you. Best part is, it's 100% RNG based for the most part. Speaking of challenge runs, what challenge runs can be done in Skyrim? Oh, a lot. Lots of challenge runs can be done. Okay, what have I not tried on you yet? I haven't tried gun. I haven't tried light or dark.
Fire attacks won't work.
Yeah, you absorbed fire. Did I try Garu? Yes, I did try Garu. You know what? Let me try gun. Or slingshot, I guess, in this case. Okay, slingshot is not effective. In that case, let's try light, since these guys are weak to it anyway. Okay, well, you weren't weak to light, but even if you were, you would have died to the explosion anyway, so... That was about the best I could do.
Okay.
Unless I decided to just nuke everyone. Is any Elder Scrolls game good when not modding the shit out of it? I mean, I played a lot of Skyrim base game, and with the DLC.
Might be close by, Joker.
Also, hello, other safe location.
I should write something.
I did enjoy Skyrim. And don't ever forget, I played the PS3 version of Skyrim. Originally.
Okay.
Oh boy! Oh man, that brings back some jank memories. Alright, that way's locked. Okay, so the main thing is basically... I can also steal some shit. Also, hello there.
Joker, a treasure chest.
Yep, and also a very, very blind guard. How about Persona 5 run without saving?
Curse skills won't work, so be careful.
I know there's at least one person who's tried that. There has to be at least one, right? Do I wanna... Yeah, you know what? I wanna do it this way.
Scary how it's weak to electricity.
Right, you're weak to electricity. I don't know what you're weak to. So, first the one that I know the weakness to. And then, I know what I'm gonna do. Time for a lucky punch! Come on, lucky... Oh. And go for it again! There we go. Need me over to Fallout for 76 new story, even though it's dead. I mean, apparently it has its fans. I mean, if they're finding joy, more power to them. Alright.
That one looks pretty gloomy, but don't overthink it. Just go say hi.
Okay, gloomy. So... Why'd you come all the way down here? I just felt like it. Just gotta be straight as an arrow. You must not seem satisfied I only capture beasts. You know you use us for other reasons too. If you capture me, what are you going to do with me? Nothing? Time to find happiness in the moment of battle. Oh, thank God.
Your power's incredible, Joker.
All right.
Well, there is that one guy who grinded to level 99 in Madarame's palace, so Deathless could be possible. Can you not even do it in Kamoshida's? Does the experience, like, the amount of experience it gives, is just too little? Also, I have a feeling this way is the way I'm supposed to go, so... I'm gonna go this way first. Because there was that vent, which I didn't check out. Wait, why do you go Merciless, to go back to normal?
Look, a treasure chest. Why don't we crack it open? Oh.
Does a Merciless give you some benefits? Like, 3 times crit damage? Or it was something like that. It's like you take 3 times crit damage, and like, but also your opponents take 3 times crit damage. It was something like that. It's one of those hard difficulties where you both get the ridiculous, the ridiculousness. Well, Merciless makes technicals and stuff do more damage, so it would help bosses. Hell and Hell mode on Persona 5 for it. Basically, yeah. Just add in a Virgil and we're all set.
Show me your true form.
I am right, it's 3 times the damage. Okay, I was remembering that correctly.
The first move is ours.
You die in one hit, every enemy takes a fuck ton of damage.
Don't use bless skills. Fire attacks won't work.
I don't Magaru, but this is more efficient, so I should probably do it this way.
Scary how good I am.
Alright, time to use your SP then.
Serves you right.
Well, Merciless is harder, but the thing is you get 3 times damage when you hit the weak to a crit and tech, and for the boss I'm doing it, putting on save first, and then warn to do it again so I can get the challenge.
Alright.
Are you going to play the new Vampire Masquerade when it comes out? Maybe. I don't know. That one, I did get the old Vampire Masquerade on Good Old Games. I got it recently while it was on sale. Because it was one of those games where I've always wanted to try it. I've only tried like 20 minutes of it, just to make sure it runs, because apparently Vampire the Masquerade is a bitch to get running. On my PC it seems to be fine. It doesn't have, like, any noticeable problems other than, like, some of the regular jank. I don't know. I'm always a bit cautious when I say, when I try to answer, are you going to play X? Because it's like, man, I want to, but I don't want to promise anything because I don't want to fall into that problem of, like, saying, like, yeah, I'm just going to play everything and then never get around to finishing any of them. As I have done that in the past. Huh? Is there some kind of security room too? No, it is most likely where all the mechanisms in the exhibition hall are controlled from. Given the number of handworks, it would make sense to have a room dedicated to controlling them. The observational skills of an artist are out of this world. Also seems like we got a few places we could go. Also, this lever is just begging to be pulled. It looks like Fox's deduction was on point. Also, how is that something I cannot climb into? Also, I'd like to point out that I'm like most of the way through this dungeon, and I still have 2 wheel seeds to find, so I might be needing that guide. Just warning. Don't need it quite yet, though.
Hey, look!
Hey, ain't this right above the treasure? Oh, look, there aren't any laces above it. This is quite a large hole in the security, but what do we do? Jump down to retrieve it?
Man.
We wouldn't be able to get out if we did that, though. Look up.
Oh.
A crane with a hook. Didn't we see something earlier that looked like it could be a set of controls for that crane? Let's go back and check it out. But before we do that, I want to explore over here first. Or not, because apparently I can't go any further. What's up? That's just a window. If it's Skull, you don't understand. There's some things that I want to get to. There is a vent right over there. I want it so bad.
Joker.
It looks like this is it. Joker, give it a try. Play through the original with the unofficial patch plus Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines on GOG has unofficial patch by normal. It's pre-installed, but the plus version adds a lot of content and somehow more stable. Okay, good to know. If you don't mind sending me that on Discord, just to remind me, that'd be appreciated. Stop! They'll notice if you keep that up. Get back up there. Go, go, go! I'm not sure if they would have noticed it, Anne. Have you seen how blind these guards can be? This could be useful. Do you plan on descending on that hook? Would they not spot you the moment you were lowered down? No, not necessarily. There's something I can do to make sure that doesn't happen. Use the darkness.
Nice.
Exactly, that's our Joker. Oh right, we were able to turn the lights off over in the other room.
Hold a moment.
Only for a few seconds, though. There would not be enough time to make it all the way there.
I've got a good idea.
That's why we're going to split up the tasks and work together to pull off the heist. Power of teamwork and whatnot. One person will shut off the power off here, and one person will lower the crane, and I'll grab the treasure. You sure that's gonna work? Seems like they'd realize what's going on at some point. Sometimes bold moves have the most and greatest payout, unless someone else has a better idea. Hey, plan sounds good to me. I say we go for it. Well said, Joker. You understand what being a phantom thief really means.
Now then.
Alright, it's settled. Our infiltration route is secured. You gotta be kidding me. Now then, it's time for the calling card. I mean, it would be, except there is a bunch of places that I still need to find a way to get to, so it is now time for the fun telling me where all the wisp seeds are, because I only found one of them. These things are actually really well hidden. I'm impressed. Because I was kind of worried they were just going to be sort of like weird offshoots on the way, but I don't know, I feel like I've been reasonably thorough. I mean, there's obviously some places on the map that I am seeing. It would be a bitch to get it working if it didn't have the unofficial patch. Trust me, I play that game once every year, so I've seen the evolution of technical issues. Don't forget Anne in a pear grid again. You say, no, I won't forget, I promise. Fun fact, Activision cut the budget for Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines in half around halfway through development and rushed its release date by around 4 to 5 months, and it's still a cult classic to people. That is amazing. It speaks to the effort also. There are some really good mods for Masquerade Bloodlines. A lot of them are edgy as shit, though. Not that the base team isn't edgy as shit, but still. But yeah, there is a wheel seed in this area. I guessed as much. Now the question is, how do I get to said wheel seed? There's a few places calling to me. First off, there's apparently something behind here. Or at least in the vicinity. And also, there was this door over here, which I couldn't open. Which I am perplexed by, I must admit. So there must be a way to unlock it. Interesting. Okay, let's do a scope of the area. Make sure I haven't missed anything really obvious. In fact, let me just check in here again. Is that the treasure chest? But I'm just going to make sure I didn't have anything else. This is that oh, yep, hang on. Aha! That's how we get up there. have found one of them. Or at least, hopefully, the ways to one of them. And that's how we unlock the door. Nice. Remind me, who made Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines? What was the company originally? What the? They got shadows here too? I can feel a seed past this door. It might be a pain to get our hands on it though. Well, that is a pain I am more than happy to go through.
What do you want to do?
Let's do it. Troika. What else did they make? What? How did you all... Know what? It doesn't even matter. Now that you've seen this place, you won't be leaving here alive. This room will only be your end. We'll be passing through. Let's see if we can take down this big log, and I can't believe I remembered he was weak to wind. I legit remembered this one was weak to wind. Basically nothing. They went out of business after Vampire the Masquerade Bloodline. Oh, that's sad.
Whoa! That's how true Phantom Thief's doing.
Due to how much it sold. And then it became a cult classic. Unfortunately, life is cruel like that sometimes. I gotta be careful with my health. Everyone's at least a little bit damaged. That division kind of budget and rushing it basically killed them. Unfortunately, if you look through the history of game development... Oh, and he also blocks null. Good to know. But yeah, if you look through a lot of publisher and history of development, it's very sad in a lot of places. Thankfully, it's not always doom and gloom. But yeah, that's that division for you. Detox! Nice! Well, there's only two of us, unfortunately, so it's just me and Morgana for the time being. Oh, that Takemi's still coming in useful. Damn. Feels good. Still don't like the fact that we're brainwashed. Ow. Ow. Oh, God, you do damage. Oh, no. Why did I give you such strong weapons? Okay, he's next. Right, here's the plan. I'm going to keep attacking, and then when it gets to my turn, I am... Oh god, this is actually not great. Okay, okay!
I got too reckless. I'll back out and focus on support.
Oh my. Oh no. Oh, thank god. Oh man, okay. I pressed the button for the command menu because I thought it was Final Fantasy VII. I kinda just freaked out and forgot I was playing Persona. Let's just not think about that. Oh man, this is a bad one. He's really low. Okay. Okay. Right. Here's what we're going to do. First of all, I am going to see if I have a persona that is strong to Sai. I do not. Okay, cool. In that case, what I'm going to do is... What am I going to do? Neocadenza, what do you do? That's... I don't have anyone that can bring anyone back from the dead, right? Yeah, no, that's way later. Fair enough. Okay, in that case, what I'm going to do is... I'm going to switch to Kaguya, because you got higher magic defense than what I was currently using. And... Do I have anything that revives multiple people? Did I get any of that from the DLC? Can I cheat? No, I can't. Man, it's gonna be so expensive if I do it this way. But hey, I don't want him to miss out on experience. Okay, let's do it.
Playing dead isn't easy.
You weren't even incapacitated. Right, okay, you're next. Let's use a dire. Let's get you back up. Yep, there it is. Thankfully, yeah, okay, I lived through it that time. Good.
What's the plan?
Okay, so Morgana's gonna be next, and that's fine, because I got my diorama.
Good thinking.
This could be a waste of resources. I mean, I got 8 bombs of life, so it's not too bad. And like I said, I really don't want them to miss out on the experience. Oh, okay. Well, that went poorly. Okay, you know what? 2's enough. Whatever, 2's enough.
That was incredible, Joker.
Shall come on popping off. I mean, they did say he was going to be a strong opponent, to be fair. Unfortunately, he's got the 2 wind users to deal with. Okay, there we go. Ryuji and Yusuke can just sort of die, I guess. Ah, man, that's 512 experience. Or 20, whatever. I can count. Man, that feels bad, but hey, it is what it is. We got a will seed, so... Get your head in the right game. Yeah, I know, right? Fun fact, Vampire the Masquerade Bloodline was technically the first game completed on the Source engine. It was finished October 2004. Half-Life 2 was finished November 2004. They just weren't allowed to release it first. Also, once again, making Activision look like morons. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodline was on the Source engine? Really?
What is this?
The sinister-looking object, it's abhorrent! Oh yeah, that's right, you've never seen one before. Huh, go figure. Right, that means that's 2 of the will seeds, which means I am missing one, which also means you're gonna have to tell me where it is, because I am not trekking back through the entire palace, wasting time. Yeah, I guess it was karma. Troika was founded by the creator of Fallout. I'm assuming you mean original Fallout, not the Fallout Bethesda made. Like, actual proper OG Fallout. The room before the distortion. In the Treasure Hall Gallery. So around here.
We've arrived.
Just got another shadow to take care of first. And Elliot, you don't make up for the experience I missed out with those 2 party members, asshole. Do I even need to use... Yeah, I don't even need to use SP right here. I can just do this. Because I have super strong weapons.
A spectacular victory.
Hey, Cryopon, how you doing? Imagine if in Persona 6, instead of making the enemies you fight into your persona, you could steal other people's personas and use them in battle. That could be interesting. Right, so this room. Oh, because of that one place that I never found a way to get to. Huh. Which probably means that there is a grapple point that I didn't see. If I had to take a guess how I didn't see how to get down there. Either that, or I didn't explore this room completely, which is also entirely a possibility. Oh, it did have Shadow Pokemon in Pokemon Coliseum. It bothers me immensely you stay running around with this Saints Row Penetrator in his Playtest school uniform. God, don't say that. Yusuke's cool. He wouldn't walk around with that. I mean, actually, maybe he would. He wouldn't know what it was, though. He'd be way too dense to know what it was. It's the room literally before the room of the distortion. Okay. Still think this is... maybe it wasn't faster, but whatever, it doesn't matter. Still don't use up my SP, and get that experience, so I'm gonna say that this is worth it. Oh, you're literally talking about this room. Okay, in which case, then it's no problem. I just gotta clear out all of the shadows so I can take a proper look around. Also, wait, no. Yes!
Okay. Easy win.
You know what, speaking of Saints Row, I think Saints Row was the game that made me go... That and Assassin's Creed were the games that made me go... Alright, I'm done with open worlds for a while. Because, man, the open world formula for those games was so formulaic, and I was just so tired of it by the time I got to them. Saints Row the third... no, not the third. I'm gonna say Saints Row the fourth is so late 2010 games design. It hurts. I don't know if anyone knows what I'm talking about when I say that. Just the way that they did... Like, the way they did... the overworld... And also, the things you had to do were basically just doing missions in order to, like, open up the overworld. I was so sick of that formula. I really did. I was just done. Saints Row 2 is the best Saints Row game, and I will fight anyone to death to protect this fact. Yeah, Saints Row 2 is pretty good from what I've seen. I've never played it, to be honest, but from what I've seen, it just seems like a more grounded version of Saints Row 3. And by that I mean nowhere near as over the top. But unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you put it, Saints Row, the third really gave the Saints Row franchise its identity, like, a lot. And that's why it did so well. If you catch my drift. Saints Row 3 doesn't really need a remaster, I'm gonna be honest. I mean, I think it is getting a remaster. I'm pretty sure it is, right? They remastered the fourth one before the third one, which I found weird. Because I think people remember the third one way more fondly? I mean, I beat the third one. Like, despite me going like, oh man, I'm so sick of this game, I still beat it. It was the fourth one where I got really sick of it. The fourth one was I was like, alright, I'm done. I'm done with this whole idea of this open world for a while. Oh, hello there. Will you lend me your power? Oh my god, I cheated the system. You are still a level higher than me, I think. Maybe? I don't know. I can't remember. Maybe I was level 20. I can't remember. Oh, crap. Who do I get rid of? That's Tengu? Yeah, I get rid of Tengu. He's the weakest. Not gonna lie, I actually love 4. It's free, I'm indifferent on. Really?
Okay.
I think I didn't like 4. Because I was so tired of that, I was so tired of it, because it was basically just more of free. So that's that's obviously a personal thing of like, I just got to that point, I'm like, yeah, I'm done. I don't wanna continue with this anymore.
No.
Fire attacks won't work.
I haven't tried lightning on you yet. Also, haven't tried dark. You are regular with dark. You know what, just use Magaru at this point. Might as well.
There's more where that came from.
Okay, let's try Zio.
2 foes left.
Okay, maybe it's Psy or
Boom time.
or Nuclear. Well, I mean, it's gonna have to be because those are the last ones I got left to try. I mean, I could still try both, so it could still work out. Also, hello, Vicious Strike.
What a skill. Okay.
Saints Row 4 was my first Saints Row game of the series, and I have a soft spot for it since I had so much fun with it. Oh, if it was the first, I can absolutely understand why you would love it. Right, okay. So this is the room, huh? I do see the place on the map where I haven't been able to get to yet. Now my question is, how do you get there? See, the funny thing is, I saw the Sayoris, and I'm like, oh, you're gonna do something with the Sayoris, right? And it's like, no. It's like, oh, okay. I guess we're not gonna do anything with those really obvious paintings sticking out. Alright, so go over here, drop down.
Oh,
Oh!
It looks like
Hello! How, did I just straight up walk by this? Did I seriously just straight up walk by this and didn't notice it? Oh, that's bad. Oh no, that's bad. Well, now the question is,
Looks like you can use your
how
grappling
do
hook
I
to-
how
I
do
wonder where
open
it leads.
shutters?
feel it.
One was too much like a GTA clone, Saints Row 3 was too wacky, Saints Row 2 was just the perfect balance of wacky and original ideas. I can absolutely understand that. I never actually finished Saints Row 1 without cheats. No mission checkpoints suck, I stand by that decision. Yo, no... Yeah, no, mission... You need mission checkpoints. They, like, they're so...
I can feel
They're so mandatory. Okay, here we go. Just needed to do a little bit of exploring. Alright.
treasure chest spotted.
And a button, more importantly. That being said, I'm not going to say no to a bead. Okay, there we go. I can't believe I just walked right by it. I didn't even look at the map. That's the part that that's the part. Okay, you know what? The thing is, the part that actually really gets to me is that I didn't look at the map and notice it. Not the fact that I missed it when I was walking past it. It's the fact that I didn't think to myself, man, I should just... Because I always look at the map. I always do. Man. Crystal of Vanity.
Another will seed. And it...
Eventually, we can return them all to their crystal skeleton brethren, and then they can go back to the interdimensional space or whatever. That was the plot of Crystal Skull, right? Something like that. Crystal that holds the power of vanity. Nullifies weaknesses. Oh. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's a good one. I like that. Huh. I feel sorry if anyone still gets to run Saints Row 2 on Windows 10 nowadays. Those games were not future-proofed, man. That's all I'm gonna say. There are just some games in this world where they really did not expect anyone to want to play them in the future. Also, I have no idea which way. You know what? You know what I can do? I could just use one of these. There we go. I might as well. Oh, hello there. You seem to be doing well, inmate.
Come inside.
We have an
We've
important
much
matter to discuss regarding your rehabilitation. And try not to appear in a puff of smoke. It gets very stuffy in there. Crystal is not and never will be an Indiana Jones movie. Yeah, I think a lot of people agree with you on that. There you are, inmate!
Our master admires the progress of your rehabilitation, and hence has given you use of a special ritual. It's the electric chair, used to sacrifice personas and transmutate them into high-level items.
As you do with electric chairs.
Any further questions regarding this ritual can be directed toward our master himself. He's apparently gonna consider making even more rituals if your rehabilitation goes as planned.
I love that line because it's basically just implying that this Igor is just making shit up as he goes along. It's not that it's not making more rituals available. No, he's making the rituals. He's just making them up. He's behind his desk. He's doing some weird arcane shit. Maybe speaking with the devil. Getting those pentagrams in there. Saw him using blood magic one time. It got weird.
Work hard for it, inmate.
You just go into the velvet room and you just hear in the background, and then everyone, and then it's just like, oh man, there's some devil games going on here. I want to say something about this Igor, but that would be a spoiler. Yeah, please no spoilers.
You certainly seem composed.
I do understand.
Time for some rehabilitation.
But try to,
They will be reborn.
try to keep it, you know, keep it in check. We'll record the transmutation result of each persona in inmate registry, so you better be grateful. Each time you make a sacrifice, you need to use a special material with potential for transmutation. You probably have no idea what it is, so take this one and get a clue. Fox, thank you so much for the subscription. That's very kind of you. A few more of those, and then I can add in my lurking use game emotes to Twitch. Very excited. But yes, thank you very much. You should be able to find them in your own reality, too. Not just the other one. Do your best to find them. Inmate. Alright, what can I make right now? Frey, Sledgehammer, Endure, Mapside, Moonlight Roll, Adam Ring.
It appears it will become something protective.
Small ring charged with nuclear power. Okay, thank God, I could actually see what they are.
I guess it'll give you some protection.
So yeah, transmutations are actually extremely strong. I woefully neglected them in my initial playthrough of Persona 5 Vanilla. They are very strong. Transmutations are always pretty strong in Persona games when you want to get, like, the quote-unquote ultimate equipment. They're not needed, but they're very effective. Yes, don't worry, I will register my personas. I haven't forgotten. I just wanted to check out the electric chair.
Are you sure?
It was doing bzzz in the background. It was demanding my attention.
Now choose.
Also, am I at the level to... Oh, I could make Floros if I wanted to. Also, I was level 20. Huh. Go figure.
Now
I could do
choose.
my first freeway fusion. Saucy. Right, okay, but now I gotta fuse some shit. Oh, I can make a Matador! I love Matador so much!
You okay with
Yeah,
this?
look at him! It's a skull. Just go with a Matador costume. Hell if I know what it's the god of. Or from whatever mythology. Yeah, He-Man, I have decided to take up matadoring as a hobby. Also no Sai, which is actually pretty good. Also, it's of the Death Arcana, which we need. You know, after seeing either of the other games, it's kind of obvious there's different here than in Persona 3 to 4. Yeah, because his voice actor died. It's really sad. I have to pay you back for tricking you into thinking P5R had Yakuza costumes. You didn't have to pay me back for anything. It was really kind of you to subscribe. You have 200 hours of Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines on GOG. You know what? I'm gonna be honest. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines was one of those games where I put it in the back of, like, I might try to want people to make me do this because I really want to play it. But I'm gonna be honest. I was kind of thinking maybe people weren't going to be interested for some reason. I guess I was wrong. I'll keep that in mind for the future. Anyway, what have we got? Increases technical damage, increases the effect period of support skills, but cast on allies by 1 turn. This could work with size pretty well. But this one I feel would be way more useful. Also, what was your stats? 11 and 13 in magic.
Select the skills you'd like to inherit.
2 light attacks for two times, which will do more damage overall. Or giant slice for medium damage. Honestly, I'm gonna go for giant slice. I'm gonna go for giant slice and tarot card.
We'll receive some new.
There we go.
My.
Only 1,000 hours on Gmod, babby numbers. You sound like a Dota fan. Oh, what? You got 5,000 hours on Dota? Cute. You've now just gotten past the base game. And the learning. I have 174 hours on Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. Like 97 in this game. I am Matador. This body of mine, born from the bloody throes of battle, shall be with you as a mask from now on. I love Matador. I love Matador because he's literally just a skeleton in a Matador costume with a rapier. That's it. That's the persona. Like, I mean, someone could tell me he's based off, like, a fable or something, but no, in my mind, he'll just be that one enemy. He'll be that one enemy, that one persona who's literally just a skeleton in a Matador costume. Ooh, I can make an Oni as well. Okay. I really want... I want to do my first three-way fusion, but I'm gonna have to get an Elagor, which means I'm gonna have to get the fusion calculator up. Or someone could look it up for me. If someone doesn't mind looking up the fusion calculation for an Elagor, then we could do our first three-way fusion. For now... I make a lot of Onis, apparently. Sudama? Which one was Sudama? Was that? Yeah, it's that one. Oni, you're strength-based, right? Yeah, you don't have good magic, so that's not good. That's not a good mix. This one, on the other hand...
Select the skills you'd like to inherit.
Strengthens fist skills, strengthens magic skills, doubles counter damage. I think striking weight is the obvious choice here. I mean, Matador is the most terrifying boss in SMT Nocturne. Was he? I don't remember SMT Nocturne. I never beat it. I need to get back to that one day. Okay, decrease attack. I think that one's a given. And he's not gonna get Giant Slice. So in that case, let's go for Sledgehammer.
Will it gain new power? Now for a rebirth.
Just to get that single, physical attack. Trumpeter is worse, I'd say. Forward Streamer Darwin Tensei, Nocturne. How far off are we from Thanatos? Oh, we're a ways off. I'm really sad to say. We are, yeah, I'm gonna say we're easily, like, 50 hours away from Thanatos. And that makes me sad. I am Oni. Cool. Big strong persona. Big buff boy. I like it. Orpheus Picaro. Okay, you don't fuse into anything new, which is actually good. Same with Kaguya, which is actually good, because I don't want them to fuse into something new. That being said, I actually kind of need more space, so... this is awkward. Okay, right, Think. I mean, if I had to fuse anything, it would be Orpheus Picaro. Orpheus, Picaro. Because it's the weakest, but... actually, it doesn't fuse into anything new, which I can make right now. Wait, nope, I can't make a Principality. That's way too high. Oh, I can fuse a Yaxini, but I'm gonna have to get rid of Kaguya. Well, I need that extra space.
Select the skills you'd like to inherit.
You're also
Select
physical
the
based.
skills you'd like to inherit.
Increase the chance of inflicting a burn. Don't even have. Decreases defensible. Decreases the defensible foes. I could straight up just get Counter Strike, which will do it. Which will completely get rid of counter. Nah, I don't think that's gonna be worth it. Okay, I'll get these two. I don't like getting rid of Kaguya. In fact, I might just straight up buy Kaguya back because we didn't actually have a chance to use Kaguya because we didn't see Shining Arrows, which is one of the most broken moves at this point in the game. But I need those free spots because I need fusion. I need fusion space. Welcome to the fusion episode. Okay, not quite. Right, okay. Angel and Jack-o'-lantern. Okay, cool. That's what we'll need.
You change your mind? You'd like to read the compendium?
Don't have these to
These
register.
are the
Good.
paths you have walked.
Wait. Am I at 20? Can I get... Oh, I could get Izanagi! Okay, right. One thing at a time. First things first.
A fee is required.
Jack-o'-lantern and Angel, right?
This is your power.
So, there's Jack-o'-lantern and Angel. Now I pray to God that their levels are not too high. That it won't make what I want to make.
Now choose.
There we go, Elagor. Perfect.
Select the skills you'd like to inherit.
Fumble Conduct, Skillful Combo, increases damage after Battle Pass. I will be taking that, thank you. And I will also be taking... I need something with Aggie. I will be taking Aggie.
Nothing unusual. I see.
Maybe taking Light. Hey, Sam. How's it going? Was that purple swordswoman topless? Yes. Yes, she was. Persona's a family-friendly game. Dick chariots. What? Anyway, Why Addy when Elagor has Miradi? I'm gonna be honest. That's a good shout. At the same time, I like singles, just in case, because of situations and whatnot. Right. So if I go to Advanced Fusion, you should let me get my stuff. In case you need to summon this persona using registry, I will summon it if you... Okay, yeah, that's enough. That's fine.
Select the skills you'd like to inherit.
Right, okay. What do we got? Decreases damage from attacks that hardness weakness, which is ice. Increases the effect period of support cast. Increases the amount of HP restored to self by 50%. Increases damage. This is a boy that likes doing big damage. So, we'll let him do his big damage. Yeah, I don't need cleave or lunge. Sharp student. Decreases chance of being hit by a critical. That could actually be kind of useful. We'll do that, and... Tarukaja. And then Maradi.
Its power will be nothing unusual. I see.
First freeway fusion. I'm testing unofficial patch plus real quick, just to make sure I remember how it works, but as long as I can make it work, I'll link it to you after the stream. Thanks. That's appreciated. Man, Floros just so weird. It's so weird. Honestly, that body just seems like a pain to have. Maybe that's just me. But that body seems like a real,
Now choose.
like, pain to have. Oh, almost close enough to get my first level 21. And my first faith. My first faith arcana. Right, okay, I got 2 spaces.
You can't handle this.
Yeah, no I can't.
You change your mind? You'd
Right.
like to read that these are the
So,
paths
here's
you'll
what we're
walk.
gonna do. Izanagi,
Is this what you want?
you are
Use
now
this persona?
mine.
This is your power.
And also... Where did you go? Okay, there we go. Messed up where I was for a second. Kaguya. How much are you? 5,600. I can still... That's still safe.
This persona.
Still got plenty of money, so that's still all good.
Done
Just means I'm
already?
gonna have to buy... I can't buy weapons and stuff for a little bit.
No slacking off.
What is the matter?
Is something wrong? You appear to be lost in thought. Oh, don't mind me, buddy. Just fusing my personas.
Shall we be off?
Got a half-naked one now. Do you want to use her for your modeling? Excellent. No problems all around. Shall we get going? Right. Question. How close am I to a level up? I am reasonably close. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I don't want a situation where I don't show off the cool moves that my cool personas have. They're not unique to the personas, but they are very rare to find. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna show off Kaguya and Izanagi very quickly, because it's just a great excuse to get a little bit more grinding in, while also showing off something new. Plus, we're plenty strong. I really want to get to level 21, and I know we will get there probably by the time I want to get to level 21. But you can never be too, safe. That being said, also, I get to show off this. No, I don't, because I don't have enough SP.
Who's next? It's time.
Well, that's, yeah, okay. I'm very good at planning ahead today, apparently. Fine, whatever. We'll do it this way. We'll do this first. Explode all of your friends.
According to
Just
plan.
what I'd expect from you, Joker.
Yeah, I forgot. That move's super good, but that also means it's very expensive. I kind of forgot that. Damn, that would have been the perfect chance to show it off, though. I know people have seen it before, probably, but this is what I got those vending machine items for. Alright. Okay, there we go. Left stick click is not to run now. Gotta remember that. Right. Okay. Shadows, shadows, shadows. Nope, no shadows in there. Hopefully this reloaded them. I've just spent last 2 hours playing blackjack. You're talking about the video game, not the card game, right? Went from 2,000 coins to 2,500, so went decent. Oh no, you were actually talking about... Okay, you were actually talking about it. Fair enough. Let's see if I can do a lucky punch. No, I don't. Oh, wait. Okay. Well, in that case... Time to do this. Destruction rains from the heavens!
Who's next?
Nice work, team.
That is a super balanced move, I swear. It's not broken in the slightest, especially for this point in the game. Card game. P2 has gambling. Okay, it's a card game within a... Okay, yeah, okay, fair enough. Also, it's a terrible place to find enemies. You only get the one? Okay, I'm going backwards. I'm going back to that other room, which had loads of shadows. Yeah, basically Persona is a JoJo spin-off. Derby and all. Right, no, not this room. Go over here, go to the save room. Don't forget your bearings. It's not that hard. Go through here. And then go to the treasure gallery. Or the treasure hall. That also works too.
We've arrived.
Alright, that gives me a chance to take you out.
I'll reveal your true form.
There's a dangerous one in
Uh,
there.
what came first? What, between, JoJo and Persona? Oh, JoJo, easily. JoJo Part 1 came out in, like, not even, the Part 5 came out in, just after the 2000s, I believe. Or just before the 2000s, so even then. Like, Part 3 was, like, 80s. Or, like, late 90s, somewhere around then. So, yeah, JoJo, easily. What are you weak to? You're weak to fire. Huh, really? I mean, might as well use the SP, right? Wait, were you resistant? No, you won't. Okay, it's all good. Yeah, okay, in hindsight, that was a poor plan. I'm not going to lie. But it's all good. I can make it work. And besides, I need the one enemy left, so I can battle pass to Joker. Yeah, that's right, you don't know that. Good. Because I want to cross-slash the shit out of you! So cool. The only thing that I would have really liked, and it would have been a lot more effort, I'm not going to lie, so there was no way they were going to do it. I really wish that they would have, like, put in the Persona 4 Arena effect of cross-slash on Izanagi with the card coming down, but that would have been way too much effort. Especially for, like, one DLC Persona, so you just get regular cross-slash, which is still cool. It would have been really nice if I had that if it had that one extra detail there. Okay. Right. All I want to do is get up to level 21. Level 20 is perfectly fine as a level. I just want to get a little bit further, just so I can 100% make sure that I got the right personas available for when I need them. So, please do bear with me. Plus, it's just a good use of just my SP and just using it. What's the point of drinking if it ain't in the pub? Joke's on you, I don't drink at all. Because I'm a boring person. Get to level minus 99 and become literally unkillable. You know what? Oh, that's right, SP. Damn.
Right.
Okay, well, okay, maybe just shoot the shit out of them. There we go.
Looking cool, Joker.
Sure, maybe just shoot the shit out of them. That'll work.
This is my other self.
Yeah, I can do a technical. But that's really risky, so instead... let's do this. And then Rampage, and that should take out all of them?
That's two we don't need to worry about.
Huh. Jack Frost was shot. But the technical still counted for all of them. Or at least... really? I don't know if that's supposed to work that way, but that was interesting.
Show me your true form.
Hmm.
Alright, the first move is ours. Time for my persona.
More testing needed.
Die already. Persona.
Okay, well, he's currently shot, which is good. That means I don't have to worry about him. Which one has Frey? You do.
You're mine.
They're all knocked down.
Just stay to it.
Incredible, Joker.
You should try to recruit this guy. Yeah, you're right. I can absolutely do that. In fact... ah, god damn it, really? Okay, you know what? No, this is fine. This is fine. Soul drop? That'll be enough for, like, one... Yeah, okay. Okay, this is actually fine. This could still work out. All I need to do is guard. Right, there we go. I just have to get them low enough, right? So that's your move. I guess I'll talk first. Nice!
Doesn't look like it's in the mood for jokes. Save the witty banter for later.
Okay, so no jokes. If you're gonna kill me, do me a solid, make it quick. I won't make you suffer? Yeah, cause you're not gonna see me grovel for my life, if you know what I mean. Ugh, this hurts. Hey, if you got any medicine, lend me some. One of them painkillers. Oh, shit. Irritable shadows like what? Meanwhile, I just have a bunch of Irish people just talking about good old Ireland in the chat. I haven't been to Ireland, actually. I want to go at least once. I don't know what Irritable Shadow's like. They don't like jokes, basically. I don't know. It's one of these two. That won't change anything. Yeah, okay. There we go. I did it. Come to Ireland. I don't know, but I don't drink. Isn't it, like, required by law that you at least like somewhat drinking in Ireland? Is this another physical-based one? I'm getting a lot of physical-based ones. Also no psychic, which I already have a load that knows psychic. He's also a chariot, which is good. Ugh. I don't want to get rid of Orpheus Picaro. But it's the one that makes the most sense. Fine.
You've got a new mask, Joker.
I've been to Belfast. The Primarch building went on fire when we were there. The Great Belfast Primarch fire? Oh wow, apparently it's famous, whatever it is. Fun fact, you know all of the stereotypes of drinking the island that some UK people will put themselves in front of and try to say it's offensive? It's not offensive at all. You'll fucking see like 6 drunk guides outside of any pub or any time.
Let's go.
I was mad I couldn't get to game.
That's not right.
Fire attacks won't work. Don't bother with ice attacks.
At
Fire attacks won't work.
least you got your priorities in check. What am I doing? I'm trying to fire. That's what I'm doing. Okay, I only have Maradi, and I don't think I have enough SP for it. So you know what? Yeah. Once again, I'm just gonna shoot the shit out of you.
They're at your mercy.
To be fair, it's a pretty good tactic. It seems to get the job done.
Fox taking over.
You powered up from the baton pass.
Fuego, strike! One shadow left.
Keep it going,
Last
Fox.
strike!
This'll
Nothing else to do. Gone. Pretty much, yeah.
The finale.
It's a good tactic. I like it a lot.
Okay.
Good work. Keep it up.
Just run, just run, just run, just run. Don't worry, it's fine. Don't worry. If you run fast enough, they can't see you.
The fire attacks won't work.
There's actually kind of some truth to that. Okay, nuclear. Okay, no, it's... Is it Psy? Are you weak to Psy? Is that what it is? I want you. You look cool. I'll just whack you with a hammer. And you got these guys who just then waste their time just buffing up.
Next up.
That being said, I should probably... Okay, ooh, thank God.
Let's do this. Scary how good I am.
I'm gonna head out, my computer needs to charge. See you later, Cryopon. Hopefully you can make it back. When you can. I went to Forbidden Planet 2. Forbidden Planet's the best place for weebs. Yeah, we had a Forbidden Planet where I was at university. It was pretty great. I never bought anything from it, though, because, you know, I was a student and I had to be responsible with money. There's just so much, like, there's so much stuff that I would just like to own. Just to have it. Which, yes, that is the most materialistic thing you could possibly say, but it's true. Stuff like, man, you know, just like manga or the Hyrule Historia, stuff like that. Okay, how close are we? You know what? We will get to level 21 before we need to, before the point that I need to get to, so... I think we're good. Yeah, sorry, just looking over at... Sorry, was just looking over at the, schedule, just to see... Yeah, I think this will work out if we leave now. Right, question is, how do I get to where I need to go? I think it was Camel Pitcher and then... No, wait, hang on. It was... Oh, God, getting lost. It was... Yeah, no, it was back up this way. Then, no, or not. Okay, never mind. I am going completely the wrong direction, apparently. I could just use another go home, but that would be kind of a waste. No, I could have sworn this was the way, right? Yep. Yeah, climb. Okay, video game. Jeez. Yeah, the fastest way to a safe room would probably... Okay, yeah, it would be up here, and then if we go to the, Golden Escher painting land, and then go to the safe room, and go that, you can get to by going that way. Okay, right, got it. Got it. It's all good. Just trying to remember which ways I can get to the safe room. Because I really don't want to, use another go home. Man, someone, who was it that told me the pun of that? And I never got it. I feel like it was maybe someone here.
Show me your true form.
That was you? Okay. I knew it was someone that told me. I don't know how to feel about that. Because I can't complain too much because I didn't know about it. Because I never put 2 and 2 together. Because I'm a genius. And I've mentioned before how awful I am with anagrams and, like, wordplay. So that's my only excuse. It was on YouTube. That's where it was. You're absolutely right. I remember now.
Okay. Huh. They were nothing.
It's rare running into Scottish people on Twitch. Feels bad, man. I mean, I am half Scottish. Half my family is Scottish, but that isn't proper Scottish. Because it's also half English. A lot of Scottish people won't say that's proper Scottish. But no, I do have my dad's side of the family was indeed Scottish. Like, proper Scottish. They were from Falkirk.
Alright, let's take a break.
So I do have a lot of extended family in Scotland. You're tainted by the English blood. Yeah, exactly. Alright, to the museum entrance. Alright, that should be it.
What do you want to do?
We've secured our route to the treasure. Do you want to get out of here? Yes, let us return.
Alright, that settles it.
I'm still kind of worried, but we gotta do this.
Fascinating.
Cannot even begin to fathom what Madarame's treasure may be. Either way, we'll steal it for sure. Oh, and you all did great today. Positive reinforcement. I forgot if you have the, I forgot if you had the costumes on. You still got the victory theme for the infiltration log. Finally secured a route to the treasure. All we need to do now is send the calling card. Okay, I've been waiting for this. Anyways, when's we gonna send it? Guess that part's up to you, dude. Let us know when you need us. I can tell you, it'll be sooner rather than later.
Ah, you're back.
Okay.
You did great today. You tired? P1 soundtrack. Well, P1 PSP version soundtrack. P1 original soundtrack is, a little bit rough. What we have to do now is send the calling card to Madarame. Alright, it's finally time. Now we gotta do is decide when we're gonna send it. And when we're gonna do it. Shouldn't we talk to Yusuke about that first? Huh? Why? I mean, Madarame was his teacher. It's not our place to be deciding something like this. Oh yeah. Yeah, let's talk to Yusuke. This problem's bigger than just the 3 of us. Anyway, how about we all meet up at the hideout? Yep, sounds good. Okay, let me know when you want to meet and I'll tell Yusuke. Sounds like a plan. Also, I am going to save. I kid, one of my friends is half English. Doesn't mean that they aren't tainted. You could be a friend and still be tainted. Oh shit, Fluffy, you getting a migraine? I'm gonna give a moment to see if it just tries to come, but then does. If you need to take a rest, buddy, then take a rest. Believe me, I understand the pain of migraines. Alright. Time to go upstairs. Because apparently I got more DLC.
Wow.
Oh look, it seems like my parents packed all of my skill cards. I don't even want to begin to imagine what kind of... Like, I don't even... What does that mean? Like... Hey, honey, your son is going to the new place for probation. What should we give him? We got these costumes. Guess that could do for extra clothes. Okay, should we send food? Nah. Okay, what about these weird skill cards? I guess they would... I guess that he was collecting them? I don't know. I start typing with a bunch of spelling mistakes and shit. Yeah, I'll need to go. But for now, I can still type, so it's not too bad. But once again, please don't force yourself.
Okay.
Alright. Let's see what I can make. Let me make another go home.
Yeah.
Or go ho-em. Right, calming aroma. I haven't actually had a chance to raise your chances of being targeted by foes for one ally. Well, we don't have any of these, so yeah, sure, why not? Still got plenty of lockpicks, so we're good there.
Yes.
Yeah, that is true. You can never have enough lockpicks, but I also wanted to craft the new stuff. Plus, go homes are actually super useful.
Well then.
So I wanted at least 3.
Hey!
We were able to grab a seat. Why don't you read something until we get there? I will be reading... Give me a second. Buchiko's story. And so Buchiko kept waiting. Buchiko, the story about this dog made me cry every time. Totally not Hachiko, we swear.
Hey!
Oh, I didn't realize how long you've been reading. Didn't complete it yet, but we'll continue finishing the story of Buchiko. Totally not Hachiko later. At one point I had like 60... Why did you have 60 lockpicks? Usually, weirdly enough, covering my eyes with something that blocks out light and closing my eyes actually helps me calm it for a little, something that stops it, so I'm going to do that for a moment. Well, I mean, migraines, a lot of them are brought on by light. Light and stress. Those are the 2 big things for migraines. Okay, let's begin homeroom. First, I have an announcement about an upcoming school event. As part of a city beautification project, the entire school will be participating in a public cleanup campaign. That means you're going to Inokashira Park to pick up trash.
Okay.
Settle down. The cleanup will take place next week on the 30th. All students are to wear their gym uniforms during the event, so don't forget to dress the part. Becoming literal trashmen. And woman. You guys hear about this cleanup bullshit at Inokashira Park? I guess it's the principal's idea. Damage control after Kamishita scandaled up the school's rep. Pretty sure scandal is not a verb. But I get what you mean. Even the counseling stuff seems like a desperate move. It is, pretty annoying. All the girls in our class have been freaking out about this new guy, too. I've been hearing Maruki's hard, kind, sensitive. Basically, everyone thinks he's their type. Well, I guess he's pretty popular then. Oh yeah, did you guys go to his counseling yet? Oh shit, I forgot. But I don't know, I don't really feel like going. You know what I mean, right, you say? Yeah, I already went. Whoa, really? You should just go already. If your slacking draws attention to us, we're the ones who will have to pay for it. Fine. Slightly different. Interesting.
It's open.
Come on in.
What's up?
Hey there.
Sakamoto-kun, here for a counseling session. Hey, Risk, how you doing? Lockpick's useless after doesn't, since you get the, infinite lockpick. If you can craft it, then yes. But sometimes you can't craft it, because it does rotate a lot of items. Well, it's not like I wanted to, or nothing. Sorry, you were forced into this, but anyway, come on in. So, this is pretty awkward. Oh, why's that? I mean, I don't really go see teachers unless they want to chew me out for doing something wrong. Oh, I'm not a teacher here. If anything, well, I'm here to be on the student's side. Oh, yeah? So, am I supposed to tell you about Kamoshida now?
Well...
Oh, no, this isn't some kind of interrogation. You're free to just kick back and talk about whatever you want. Like, what?
How about it?
How about, is there anyone in your class that you like? That's not exactly easy to talk about either. It's not like there is anybody. Sorry, I just meant you're in the middle of your teenage years and, all right? High schoolers are just discovering romance and all, so. How it went for you? Not exactly. But, that's just because I fell in love with my studies first. Oh man, this is super awkward. Oh my god, I haven't seen this character yet. Oh, really? Yeah, we have met Maruki a couple times now. Ghost Fellow going over Maruki reminds me of High School DxD. Yeah, I watched High School DxD. That was a fun romp. I'm sorry, I'm supposed to be hearing you out, but instead I'm just bringing down the room. How about this instead? What do you do in your free time, Sakamoto-kun? On the weekend, after school? Hang out with my buds mostly, though I just started doing that recently. Before that, I was just pissed all the time, and even before that, I was only all about the track team. So is your leg better now? Oh, so you know about that too? Well, yeah, pretty much. So long as I don't strain it or nothing. I see.
Quite.
You really do enjoy running, don't you? I guess so. I mean, after all that training I did, it makes me feel like I'd like it. It'd be training constantly, getting sweet times at meets along with everyone else. Eventually I was gonna get my hands on some running scholarships to make it easier on my mom. But all that's in the past now. It's cool though. I got way more important shit to do now. More important, huh? Well, no matter what path you might have to take to get there, I hope your track dreams will still do you some good in the end.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I know.
And you know what they say, right? If you wish hard enough, your dreams can come true.
What the hell?
Huh? You trying to sell me some kind of line now? Oh no, this is actually a genuine phenomenon, with a lot of research going into it even now. Look at it this way, Sakamoto-kun. What do you want most out of your life right now? I want something to drink, I guess. Oh.
Huh?
What? I lucked into a coupon for a free can of apple juice at the convenience store this morning. And now I'd like for you to have it. Thanks. Also, you just kept it on the table? Couldn't someone easily pilfer it that way? don't know, I just don't leave coupons on tables. Anyway. See? Your wish came true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Dr. Maru... Doc. Anyone ever tell you you're kinda... not normal? You think so? Oh, could that be a compliment coming from you? No? Oh. God damn it, Ryuchi.
Hey,
Yes, Maruki is a confidant. It's not my kind of anime. Look, I'm not gonna lie, High School DxD is really degenerate. I like the degeneracy every so often, but I'm still a man of taste. I'm not a Zai. Anyway, we need to go to Mementos. We got shit to do. Wait, did I say Mementos? I meant the hideout. We need to go to the hideout. I think. Just taking a look at my notes. And yeah, okay, we need to go to the hideout. Gives you candy, he's great. I think Maruki might be my second favorite character already. Damn, that was fast.
We can now take him down, yes?
Indeed we can.
Madarame is going to be a changed man. There won't be any way to revert it, though. You sure you're okay with that?
I have thought it over carefully. And I cannot think of a future in which he does not pay his dues.
Detective Girl Besco. I mean, if you're talking about P4, then that's the best... Okay, look. You want me to lay down the smackdown? I'm gonna put it down right now. Naoto Shirogane is the best Persona girl, period. There we go. I'm laying it down. That is, for me, no questions asked. There we go, the gauntlet has been thrown.
He has preyed not only on the art world, but on countless talents. So, I humbly request your help.
I'm sorry, Makoto, I still love you. But yeah, alright, yeah, what? Sorry, yes, calling card.
Do this.
Not at all. We just didn't want to impose if you weren't feeling up to it, Yusuke. But if you're already determined to do it, then there's nothing more for us to say.
If I recall, our next step is sending a calling card, correct? What a suave maneuver.
It's not about acting cool. The calling card is a way to trigger a change in his cognition.
It just also so happens that it's kind of cool.
A change in cognition. That reminds me, you went through some trouble regarding that before.
Ah, you must be talking about when we forced open that security gate in the courtyard.
The palace is a cognitive world, so changing its ruler's cognition changes the topography. I think.
Very nicely put, Lady Ann. You're absolutely correct. This will be a vital tactic from here forward.
Actually, may I ask a truly basic question? You continue to mention cognition quite readily. But why does this world formed from materialized cognitions even exist to begin with? Don't tell me. Has it always existed while we go about our daily lives, completely oblivious?
That is a good question.
Honestly, I'm not sure. At the very least, I know it existed before the Kamoshida incident, but that's all.
I see.
Crap, you totally caught me off guard with that. It's kind of weird thinking there might be whole worlds we just don't know a damn thing about.
Yeah, it's always a fun thought. Thinking that certain worlds could exist that will be real.
Did the thought ever cross your mind?
Oh, absolutely.
Don't be so anxious. You don't even know everything about the city you live in, after all.
All that's important is that we know how to make use of that world and how to traverse it.
Keeping focused on the practical side of things, Morgana. I'd say I blame you. It is an interesting thought, though. I always found these parts of of Persona 5 quite interesting. These moments before you send, like, calling cards when you're, like, all at the hideout and you just sort of discuss, like, mementos or, like, palaces. And just the whole idea of, like, hey, where did they come from? And being like, yeah. And just sort of putting those seeds of thoughts in your mind to make you go, yeah, where did they come from? Anyway, today we are sending the calling card.
Then it's decided. Let's prepare the calling card at once.
Let's do it.
A calling card, huh? Really take it seriously.
Question, which name does everyone like better for P3 Protag, Minato or Makoto? Makoto is very common. That's my only big problem with it. I don't know, but he doesn't look like a Minato to me. I think Makoto suits him better, but it's a more common name, so it's more boring, if that makes sense. Makoto Arisato, Minato Yuki. Minato Yuki actually sounds pretty good, actually. I like that. Anyway, sorry, yes, calling card.
He is famous after all. He has often received slanderous letters till now as well.
He'll know best whether the crime written on it is for real or not.
Wait, are you going to write it again, Ryuji? That last one was questionable at best.
I mean, it still worked, to be fair.
You should do it then, Yusuke. Oh, make it really artistic and stuff.
No, it'll end with him figuring it out. He knows my drawing and writing styles all too well.
Oh, then I'll think it up and you make it cooler.
Designing a calling card. Interesting. It shall become proof that the Phantom Thieves do exist.
It's decided then.
Great! All that's left is to make the treasure ours. You guys better come fully prepared.
Isn't there a guy that makes motorbike noises in P2? Are you talking about Abigail from Street Fighter 5?
You're back.
That's the only guy I can think of off the top of my head that makes motorcycle noises as a character. Yo, I tried changing the chat icon. Looks the same to me. Maybe it's just for the group and doesn't show up in here? Well, you should take a look later. It's that Phantom Thieves logo I had used to draw for us. The calling card turned out great because of him too. Anyways, this is the first job for the Phantom Thieves. We really can't screw this up, okay? I am not underestimating anything, I assure you. And make sure Yusuke gets a lot of rest today, okay? Yeah. Well, see you tomorrow. Got it. See you tomorrow. Have I actually gotten any... Oh yeah, take a look at that. New chat icon. Huh. Unfortunately, I don't think we've gotten any special... I'm pretty sure we haven't actually gotten any special things on our phone yet, which is a little bit sad. That comes a little bit later. For now, I don't know why I went upstairs, because I actually need to go downstairs, because I need to do some studying. Right here.
Now listen.
What do you want to do?
Make sure you close up.
Can I talk?
Is Dan Hibiki in Street Fighter 5 yet? No, and I'm really sad. God, I'm so happy I know another Lee. I was actually playing Lee earlier today. It made me so sad because I was fighting Law. You know the lore I'm talking about. If you play Tekken, you know exactly what type of lore I'm talking about. I was fighting Kazuya, and Kazuya's just like, welcome to Mix-Up City. You better guess. What's that? You're on the ground? Well, guess correctly. The Street Fighter 4 characters was El Fuerte, Hakan, and Seth. Are we forgetting about Jury? There better be a shitpost. You better not be forgetting about Jury. I don't even play Jury, and I'm like, no, she's the best Street Fighter. Street Fighter 4, Jury was the best addition Street Fighter 4 gave. And I play Evil Ryu in Street Fighter 4, and Poison. And even I'll say, no, Jury's the best thing they added. Oh yes, and we do meet again.
It appears you're lying low lately. What's with the change?
What are you talking about? Just going to school. That's the same as usual. What do you mean?
Don't worry about it. It must have been my imagination. Anyway, I wish the culprit would come forward soon. It's absurd to pretend I can do the police's job. I wish he considered my feelings before asking me this.
Well, who asked you what? Okay, well, that's the end of that conversation. DJ's from Street Fighter 2.
Pardon me, sir. There's a matter we need to notify you about.
DJ's actually one of the OGs, not counting Street Fighter 1, but let's be honest, who the hell counts Street Fighter 1? Well, Dudley's from Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. Because, I thought we were talking about Street Fighter 4 characters, you know? Like, characters that Street Fighter 4 added. As much as I didn't like online Seth, like playing against Seths in Street Fighter 4, I will say the idea of Seth as a main antagonist I thought was cool. Jury's great. I'm trying to remember others that Street Fighter 4 added. Oni's great. Evil Ryu's good, but he's not new. What else did Street Fighter 4 add? Street Fighter 4 added Abel. I think Abel's pretty okay. Yeah, I don't like Hakan. Fuck El Fuerte. Screw that character to hell and back. The biggest waste of a character slot. Sorry, we'll continue with the story.
Please excuse me for a moment.
I was just lamenting there for a second.
What is it?
We found this outside.
A letter?
It's, Sir Chiryusai Madarame, a great sinner of vanity whose talent has been exhausted. You are an artist who uses his authority to shamelessly steal the ideas of his pupils. We have decided to make you confess all your crimes with your own mouth. We will take your distorted desires without fail. From the Phantom Thieves.
You better say my name right, you son of a bitch.
Whose doing is this?
We don't know. The same letter's been posted everywhere.
What about the security cameras?
There were no signs of the culprit. All we saw was a cat in the recordings.
Remove these at once!
Of course.
Good job, Morgana.
What now?
It's about this affecting the exhibit. We believe it's just a prank, but what of the mass media?
Are you insinuating that this slander is true?
Of course not.
It's those damn brats doing, isn't it? Well, it means nothing. They'll only be able to do as they please until this exhibit is over.
Yep, there we go. 100%. Man, Shot really was good. What's the best song in Street Fighter series? Is Street Fighter Alpha 3's theme, The Road, for Ryu's theme. vaguely remember it. I would need to bring it back up. I would need to look it up. Because there are so many Ryu themes in my head that I'm trying to pass them between each other.
Yup, it was perfect. The composition was way cooler too.
The treasure should appear right about now.
You better enjoy the air of freedom while you still can, old man. Anyways, did you guys check online? People are already talking about that calling card. We'll show him. We're gonna surprise them all.
I'm sure you know, but we only get one shot to pull this off.
I was just about to correct you in chat. Good job. Yep, I'm counting on you guys.
We'll be counting on you too.
You have no reservations about this either, right, Yusuke?
Of course not. We'll do this.
By the way, just going to say that I'm not going to be doing the full infiltration on this palace. I think I know which palace I'm going to do it on. Also, the atmosphere in here seems significantly different. I mean, we did basically declare war on him by saying that card. But there's nothing to fear. We've secured a route, and we're ready to go. We'll take that treasure in style. I know which palace I'm gonna do it on. So don't you worry. It will happen. Just not yet. Also, I'm gonna say, okay. How would you guys feel if during the initial runs of palaces and like mementos we do the costumes, but for the important moments like this, we go back to our regular Phantom Thief costumes? How would you feel about that? Just sort of a nice, sort of happy compromise medium. Just also so we could get our regular Phantom costumes on. So, it will still give us plenty of time with the costumes, but also it just lets us look cool for the hype story moments. Because I like being cool and hype. Right. You stays level 18, Anne's level 19. Right, okay. Let me think about my team before I do anything. There we go. Do I have... Okay, so the problem is I don't have anyone with wind. But, honestly, I have a lot with lightning and or physical attacks, so I'm actually going to switch out Ryuji.
Thanks.
I think this team is the team I'm going to go in with. Right, upper main hall it is. Back to Ryuji with his strange, not rebellious tie wearing. But yeah, but he's doing it because he wants to wear it. So therefore it's fine. Also, I don't think... No, this is the right one. This is the right one. Okay, I just need to get to the train controls, which are... across this way. Right, got it. Treasure Shadow! Oh, you are just the experience boost I need before the boss. Also, would you take a look at that? I got your weakness. Do I have this one? This is the one I've got, right? Yes, okay, so I can take it out no problem. Because we got the one from the tutorial, so it's all good. So basically, I'm gonna take your experience and money, and you can't do anything to stop me.
Okay.
300 XP, I'll take it.
Could have handled that myself.
You know, in theory, we could just grappling hook down and do it that way, but nah, this way's probably a smarter way to do it. It's finally time. There will be no turning back once we begin the operation. And if worst comes to worst, we might have to fight.
Joker,
That's right. Are you ready, Joker? As I'll ever be. Okay, everyone to your positions.
There's an enemy inside, just as expected.
I'd just like to mention, by the way, I have 45k channel points. When are we going to have a 50k reward? I don't even know what I would add for 50k, let alone... Gonna have to... Gonna have to add, like, more... freaking thingies in. Also, sorry, I looked over and apparently I got a follower like an hour ago. I love robot girls. First of all, great name. Second of all, I am so sorry. I can't believe, did I just straight up not hear that? I must have not just straight up not heard that. I must have been so focused on whatever I was doing. I'm so sorry. I really am. Wait, when did they follow? Did it not come up? Was OBS doing its thing again? Hang on. Let me try this out. Yeah, apparently that was supposed to play. Maybe I just straight up didn't play, and that's why I missed it. Huh. Well, regardless, I'm completely sorry that I missed. But thank you for following. It is appreciated. Now I feel like an asshole.
I mean, we've done a ton in here. Ain't surprising. Anyway, I'm gonna try and draw it out, so I'll leave the switch to you guys.
Will you be okay? What if it catches up to you?
Don't underestimate an ex-runner. I'm definitely gonna shake it off.
As long as you don't trip over.
Hey! There's some weird people over here! Hey! I need some help!
We made fun of Anne's acting skills, but Ryuji's no Orlando Bloom either.
What's the matter?
And yet it works.
You better make it, Skull.
Is this good?
Yeah, it's perfect.
You seem to be enjoying this.
Only the best can appreciate these critical moments. Plus, this feels like we're really Phantom Thieves.
It is very, Phantom Thief-esque. I will concede that.
We'll be counting on you, Mona. And Panther as well.
I think the nickname was a reference to a certain robot girl in P3.
That means they're ready to go.
I mean, then that's just right. AKA best P3 girl. Also correct. Although I do also like Fuka, I must admit. I am what? Yes, that's right. I'm one of those people. I have mentioned that before, but I'm just saying it again.
Good luck, everyone. Let's do this.
Not her fault that her voice actress wasn't, you know, 100%, but she tried. She knows that tech.
Sorry for the wait.
My bad. It took me ages to get that guy off my trail.
Wait, where's Mona?
Hopefully gain the treasure. Keyword being hopefully. Let us reconvene with Mona. How's that for a skilled plan? That was amazing, Mona. Lord Madarame, the piece is gone. How dare those vermin. But now we'll corner them like the rats they are. Lock all the doors at once, they have nowhere to run.
Hey.
So, what'd the treasure turn out being? I'm guessing it's a painting based on the shape. We can look into that later, for now we must escape. Yeah, it's time to go. Oh. Dude, no way, it's not opening? Seriously? I heard sounds coming from the crane. Check up above. Whoa, what do we do? You don't got a plan? How about get out of here? What kind of master thief are you? In any case, let us search for another way out. We must escape. You know, guys, I have a go... Okay, it doesn't let me. Well, okay, well, I don't have any plans, except this very obvious window. We don't have any business with that right now. Let's escape. Okay, or maybe not that obvious window. Maybe a different obvious window. How about this window? A window, but where does it go?
Let's go.
Now is no time to be lost in thought. We must go. You guys are all wrong. P3 best girl was female NC.
Whoa, this shit's real high up.
Someone liking Fuka was like someone liking Oya? Really? Well, I guess I like Oya as well, then. Oya's okay.
But at least we're outside. Is there a way down out here?
A quick reconnaissance of the premises tells me yes, we go down this way. At least you aren't gawking at the treasure this time, Mona, like the last time. Be such a cat when you want to. Want to be.
Is this another portal to an unknown destination?
We don't have time to lose. Just go through it. Now's our chance.
For real? But I guess there's no other way.
Yeah, it's red and menacing. How bad could it be? Okay, now it's green. See? Green's good.
The courtyard?
I knew it. All that security would have been meaningless if it just led back inside.
It seems we managed to escape their siege.
I mean, it wasn't so much of a siege. We were the ones sieging. They were the ones defending. No, no, keep it together.
Dude, why is Mona getting excited now of all times?
Damn it, he's in heat.
I just can't take it anymore. Let's take a look at this treasure. Treasure! Huh?
This is the treasure?
Nope, that's a trap.
Meddlesome vermin. Is this what you're looking for?
Okay, I would just like to point out that he set a trap with us taking the treasure, hoping that we would get to the courtyard specifically before trying to look at it, finding out that we got duped, and then trying to trap us in the courtyard with a very specific trap. His whole plan hinged on us stopping in the courtyard.
How dare you try to trap me like some kind of mouse?
So you had a fake prepped, huh?
Either that, or he just banked on the idea of that we were gonna leave. I don't know, but would Shadow Motorame know that we wouldn't be able to come back with the second attempt? You know what, whatever, I'm just thinking too much on it.
Counterfeits are accepted in the world of Japanese art.
What made you change like this? Is it because you became famous?
Honestly, there isn't a Persona character I don't like. Honestly, yeah, I can think of, like, one that I really don't like. I can think of one I really don't like. Most Persona characters I do like. There's one that I don't like, just straight up.
Can't you understand how much it pains me to inquire about the crimes of my foster father?
Now that I think back, the only reason why I took you in was due to my ties with your mother. That woman never lost her passion for painting, even after her husband died. Her skills and talents were quite astonishing. That's why I decided to look after her. Your mother and the artwork she created, they're all my works of art.
How low can you sink?
Did you ever paint a picture in your life by yourself?
I suppose I can grant you a gift before you die. A glimpse of the genuine Sayuri.
Genuine? That's the real Sayuri? This can't be. Mom!
Huh?
Indeed it is. This was painted by your mother. It's a portrait of herself. A woman who knew her death was coming painted her last wishes for the son she would leave behind. That is the truth behind the mystery of Sayuri's expression.
You stole something that personal?
Scum.
I knew at first glance. I knew it'd be a huge success if I added a touch to the painting and announced it under my name.
But the baby in the picture, why did you paint over it?
It was all to stage it. If the babe is erased, the reason for the woman's expression will become a mystery. That is what the general public is drawn to. Each of those parasitic critics wrote the same thing.
I always felt something was off about all this. Now I know what it is. If you really treasured that painting, you wouldn't even think about replicating it for profit. You don't love art at all!
Though you have a real treasure, your true skills are nothing more than those scribbles on that fake.
It makes me laugh, asshole!
So you'll defy me no matter what.
Damn right we will. We're defying you still right now, aren't we?
Well then, since you're my work of art, Yusuke, I'm going to reap you for the sake of my future. Along with those insolent friends of yours there.
I can't believe you're treating both mother and son like they're objects. You're inhuman! Fox?
Yusuke?
I've heard that you destroy your art once they outlive their usefulness. Did that include my mother as well?
Oh shit.
She just so happened to have a seizure in front of me. That's when a thought crossed my mind. If I don't call for help and leave her be, I could obtain her painting without any strings attached.
No. You let her die?
She was physically weak. No one would doubt if she just dropped dead because of a seizure. Above all, Yusuke, didn't you think it was odd that I discovered your talent when you were only 3? The reason why I kept you around was to keep you from realizing the truth behind Sayuri.
You killed her.
The artistic talents you inherited from your mother were a delightful miscalculation, though. If I'm to steal ideas, it's much easier robbing the future of brats who won't talk back than adults. It's thanks to you that I came up with the idea. You have my gratitude.
Yusuke?
I thank you, Madarame. Every reason for me to forgive you has disappeared without a trace at this very moment. You aren't some rotten artist. You're a despicable fiend who wears the skin of an artist.
All you good-for-nothings barging into my museum and doing whatever the hell you want. Those who have the connections make the rules. Those who don't, follow them. Not to mention, the value of art is all subjective. I make the rules in the art scene. I am the supreme being. I am the god of the art world.
This isn't good. Get back!
You're no god. Just a demon.
I'll paint all over you! There's a world
on earth could you keep on going, knowing that you let someone die right in front of you? How could you let that sit in your conscious?
You used others for your own despicable desires, Madarame. You aren't even worth the art you create!
Joker,
Damn right, Yusuke.
there's no telling
Alright.
what they'll try.
Now, there's a few ways we can go about this. 4 things that I can target. Now, I could do this the easy way. But before that, let's see if we can figure some stuff out first.
Ravage them!
Okay, one in the middle. One in the middle absorbs, psychic. Interesting. Right. And let's try Maguru. Okay, those two absorb, Maguru.
I am thou.
Then if we try a Bufu,
Prepare yourself.
Artist nose is switching. Which means some shit is coming our way. What's a non-believer with a Templar with an automatic assault rifle? Right, if the nose is twitching, that means something is coming, which means we are going to guard. Either that or it just means that his nose is twitching, which is also entirely possible. Okay, you know what? Need to try and remind myself what this boss can do. Also, need to be on the lookout for any new mechanics. Also need to increase my stats. Yeah, we gotta defeat them at the same time. Okay.
They regenerated? Damn it. Those things can come back if we don't take them down at once?
Which means we just gotta take them down at once. Right, Tarunda... Tarunda's actually kind of useless right now. Because there are so many that I could target. Right. Decrease defense, that would be useful. Trying to remember what I have. Do I have increase defense? No, I just got decrease defense. Okay, in that case, that's what we'll do. Decrease all of his defense. Oh god, here we go.
What is this attack? There has to be more than just our color changing. We should be cautious.
Yeah, you are going to guard. Oh yeah, you are going to guard. You are going to guard right now. Because you are not in a good place. Okay, that one's ready for to be taken down. Shit. Oh, good job. God, the freaking ink attack. I forgot about the ink attack. Okay, you drain wind. You also drain wind. Okay, you also drain fire. Is this, let me just straight up strike. No, not that one.
Don't rush it. Persona!
Let me go to my buddy here. Okay, yeah, you're weak to physical. Also, I could just take you out in one go, which is amazing.
With style and grace.
Keep us stocked up, Morgana. Oh, by the way, I never mentioned my least favorite Persona character. I'm gonna be honest, because I still can't remember his name, but it's the Moon Arcana from Persona 3. The freaking gourmet, whatever his name was. I fucking hate that guy. That's right, physicals and spells. Each one is, each one drains one of the others. Okay, just get it as low as possible. Right. Try and think about the best way to do this. Best way to do this would be...
That's not right.
take out those two. And then do this. Take them out all at once. A lot of Dorkun's social links kind of suck, to be honest. FMCs are better ones. I hear that sentiment a lot. Surrounded now, asshole.
The Madarame who gathers a full crowd every time he opens an exhibit. I'm not someone that worthless brats like you are allowed to defy.
Enough of your egotistic ranting. Taste the wrath of all those you preyed upon.
Oh, this is gonna feel so good!
I'm the great artist, Madarame. If you brats can't fathom that, then you'll witness it for yourselves. Behold, my mastercraft.
Oh, this should be good. You're gonna actually try painting for yourself now?
What? He made copies of himself?
Is this new? I don't remember this.
I see. Creating duplicates is his specialty.
What did he... Did he do... No, wait, he did do this. Or is this a new mechanic? This is a new mechanic. Okay. Right then. Okay. Well, I already know what I need to do. Okay, fire. I can take out that one. Ice, we got U-State for that one. We got... Actually, I'm pretty good for the most part. The one that I need to worry about most is the one in the middle.
You're mine.
Please work. Damn it. Okay, that's not gonna work because we still got... I made the same mistake again. I am an absolute genius. Okay, don't worry about it. It's fine. Just gotta make sure I don't mess up again. Okay, then we go to Morgana. This time, actually use the right button this time.
It's almost scary how good I am.
And... you know what? I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to Joker. And then...
Your power's as high as it'll go.
damn right it is. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? You'll do very nicely. Wow, some copies those were. That's just pathetic, man.
Stop this. Is this how you show your gratitude to the man who raised you?
Silence! Don't waste your breath.
Oh, you gotta go now? Thanks for coming on by. Huh, changing up the formula now, are we? Don't have a way to do this so clean with these two. Thankfully, I have two other party members, which will do just fine. So... I'm gonna go for another rampage. Even with the resist, it still does pretty good damage. Plus... Morgana can do the healing. Alright, perfect! Azazel Madarame is an interesting shadow now that he isn't a floating painting. Because Baton Pass now accessible even by new members, this fight becomes so much easier. Well, don't forget, it also just so happens that I have good personas for it also. And also a good party. I just happened to choose the right party members, it seems, as well. So don't forget that part as well.
Another baton pass.
Persona! Ravage them!
Oh wow, one of them lived. Huh, go figure. I can take care of that nonsense. Alright, oh god, here we go. Yeah, you see, now, this one, on the other hand... Oh man, I'm gonna have to use so much SP. But hopefully it should be worth it. Sometimes getting the SP costs me half because of the ability, which is super good.
Go! This is mine. I am thou. Goemon!
Oh, nice one, Fox.
Alright, going good. Okay, Morgana's apparently next.
Lend me a hand.
Another baton pass.
Once again, I'm gonna pray for it. Damn it! Please get the crit! Ah! Not even sure if I can. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not even sure if I can critical strike the boss. The man will be so good. Vicious strike also good. Man, I'm really sad that didn't destroy all of you. I'm not going to lie. I can take out 3 of them by doing this, but it will restore one of them a little bit. Oh no, it reflects.
Damn it! Damn it! Stop it, you brats! Or else
You think we'll be daunted by such threats?
I won't forgive you! Damn clueless brats! My fiery rage shall reduce you all to mere ashes! Take this!
Wow, you actually have personalities? Also, good job aiming at the wrong one, genius. Okay, now this I can get behind. Okay, Morgana's next. Good. In fact,
All right.
why don't you have a little bit of an attack boost? You know, it's funny that we were talking about, like, in Persona 6, how you could have the, main character steal personas. Isn't that kind of what Joker is doing right now with
Here comes.
stealing other main character personas? I mean, he literally has... freaking Izanagi. And he had Orpheus.
I am thou. Prepare yourself.
We're already stealing those personas. Oh god, it reflects. Okay, it reflects anything that's not their element. Okay.
My brilliant strikes like a flash of lightning. And now, you'll taste it for yourselves. Damn brats!
Okay, I'm gonna have to be careful here because I am getting very low on health. Shit. The worst person you could have gone for. Oh god.
I won't forgive you. Take this!
No, stop going for...
I got too reckless. I'll back out and focus on support.
Just so happened you went for the right one. Wait, what?
Hey, something seems wrong. Could he have...
What? I, the great Madarame, made an error?
So this is the true limit of your skill. How infantile. To think you'd fail to produce even one of your counterfeits. Please, don't disappoint me any further.
Huh. Good job. Congratulations, you played yourself. Okay, get back in the fight. You're not done yet, Mona. Plus, I really need that heal right now. And in fact, yeah, no, this is fine. This is fine. This could still work out. It's way more safer if I get the heal off first, because we are all very low.
I appreciate it.
And the reason is I can do it this way. And then switch to Mona. And now you can do it with the attack bonus. different fight. Huh, how about that? Oh, and hey, and everyone leveled up.
All right.
Nice.
Level up.
21, exactly what I wanted.
Hell yeah! A new
Hey, and Ryuji's now got Mazayo.
Fits me like a glove.
And now we have Mipatra on Morgana. I just love this boss. I definitely like the idea, having to make use of all of your different abilities to hit their weaknesses. Definitely good practice. But doesn't every new Persona and main character get the previous main character's Persona simply due to DS? No! It's only in Persona 5. Persona 4 never got, Persona 4 main character never got Orpheus or Thanatos or any of that. And Persona 3 never did also. And plus, Persona 1 and 2 characters don't have them personal personas, I don't think. I could be wrong on that, though. But I don't think they do. They do? Okay, never mind then, I'm making shit up.
No one cares for true art. All they want are easily recognizable brands. I'm a victim in this too. Wouldn't you agree?
This is pathetic.
Excuses now?
The art world revolves around money after all. You can't rise up without any money. Yusuke, you understand, don't you? Being a poor artist is truly miserable. I just didn't want to return to that life.
A fiend like you has no right to speak about the world of art. You're done for, along with this whole wretched world!
No, please! Just don't kill me!
Return to yourself in reality and confess your crimes. All of them.
You're not going to kill me?
Swear it!
All right. What about the other one, though? The one with the black mask.
Black mask. Who?
A black mask? Wait, who's he talking about?
It can't be. There was another intruder besides us within this palace?
He clearly must be the Black Samurai wearing the Demacia suit. Demonica suit? Demacia suit? Fuck, what was it called? The Demonica suit. Something like that. It's that one. I'm making a reference right now. Shin Megami Tensei 4. It's a good game. Fucked it up though. Can't remember what the suit was called. What was the suit called? From Strange Journey. It was the Demonica suit, wasn't it? Demonica. It was Demonica. Yeah, the one that... Yeah, it's Shin Megami Tensei 4. There's a black samurai, but wears a black Demonica suit. It was him. Clearly. I'm just gonna continue now.
There's no time. Hurry!
Get on!
Hey, Yusuke, what should I do?
Put an end to all this and use your own artwork for once.
Yusuke!
No, wait, please! Yusuke! Yusuke!
Didn't know what you had until it was gone, but now you can't abuse it anymore.
The destination has been deleted.
It would be bad if people started getting suspicious of us. We should leave at once.
Man, that new portrait for Yusuke made him look way more badass during that whole speech.
Yusuke, come on.
Right. Goodbye, Sensei.
the mission was a success. All that's left is to see if he had a change of heart or not. Ah, so bitter. Why'd you get it black?
The Sayuri.
You're not gonna get all teary-eyed and say stuff like, Mom, are ya?
Mother. Shut up, Dante. Is that too harsh? That might be too harsh.
To think that this painting was the source of Madarame's distorted desires. The only saving grace is that my mother won't know of what transpired.
The genuine painting at his atelier has been altered after all. Ironic as it may be, this one here is her true self-portrait now.
It's a wonderful painting.
The real reason I started playing 1+2 is so I could be a Persona know-it-all. You gotta go one step further beyond. You gotta go into the entire Shin Megami Tensei timeline and all of its games. Then you can truly be a Persona / Shin Megami Tensei enthusiast. You know there's someone out there who's done it. Even the bad ones. You know there's a son of a bitch out there who's like, I beat Shin Megami Tensei 9. And it's just like, shut up. No one cares. Does anyone even know what Shin Megami Tensei 9 is? I don't think anyone does. And you know what? It's probably for the best. It's really bad.
And although it took some time, it's in your hands now, Yusuke.
There is 9 Shin Megami Tensei. No. No, we're only up to Shin Megami Tensei 4 right now. Shin Megami Tensei 5. No, there's just one game called Shin Megami Tensei 9. Not 9 as in the number 9. 9 as in N.I.N.E. It's a acronym. Because Japan hates good titles and coherent titles.
I'm thankful for it. However, it's impossible for this painting to be acknowledged by society anymore.
I mean, maybe that's not such a bad thing, you know? Something just for you, personally.
You may be right. Seeing my mother's expression here, it's doubtful that she would have wished for fame. So, this is my mother. There's no way that I would remember her face clearly. But I was right about the rush of emotion I felt when I saw this painting.
Charming.
Stop that! You're so vulgar, Ryuji.
So, what are you gonna do now? We're gonna keep targeting big shots.
Why do you do such things?
It's to get back at scumbags and, like, society in general.
Society! Potemkin themes intensifies. To get back at them big shots. And screw them good.
I also want to give courage to the people that are suffering because of selfish adults.
Courage, huh? What good does that do?
Courage is sometimes useful. I'm more of a fan of running away.
You mean the courage to stand up for themselves, correct? Will acquiring that make them happy?
Who knows? I'm not sure.
Right. There's no knowing that. We just have to give it a try.
In other words, it all depends on the person,
Something like that.
And the same can be said about myself right now. I also suffered because of an adult's selfish act. Moreover, if we investigate these palaces, it may expand my artistic repertoire.
You really only think about art, huh? You're impressive.
Well, I won't take part in any inelegant plans, all right?
No worries. I've got us covered.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go to Yusuke on this one. He can be in charge of the elegance. I trust him way more than I trust you, An.
Plus, we have a rule that says we always have to decide on a target unanimously.
How about it, Joker? We can give our calling cards a lot more oomph if we have Yusuke on our team.
Okay, but we're gonna commission him properly. I mean, he needs to pay for living and stuff. He would make a great member.
I will try and live up to those expectations.
At any rate, I'm curious. Another intruder besides us, huh?
Our only clue's a black mask, so that doesn't necessarily mean it's just one person, right?
But there's no way to check anymore. The palace is gone.
I'll try probing Madarame. I may be able to learn something from him.
Are you sure? I mean...
I'll contact you all if anything turns up.
We should probably exchange our contact info with you then.
Oh, don't you worry, Adrian. Shin Megami Tensei games are absolutely on the list of things I want to get to.
Seems I'll be engaging in 2 trades from here on. Very well. You only live once, after all. Still, the incident about this other intruder does concern me a little.
Not SMT. Oh, you just mean Megami Tensei. Oh man, that's going way back.
We even have a new addition to the team.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm ready for that.
Goodness, things are going so well.
Almost too well. But yeah, you helped out a lot, Kat. I'll appeal to your ego for a sec.
If only I could make a certain stupid Ryuji learn from you. But I have to say, you sure are something special. This is our 5th Persona user. It'll help broaden our battle strategies as well. Besides, having an eye for beauty is a must for Phantom Thieves. We're lucky to have Yusuke.
Yeah, we sure are.
An artist is a talent you rarely come across. I mean, he is a bit strange, but still.
Ah, that's par for the course for artists. It's fine. We're all strange. I'm talking to a cat for crying out loud.
What kind of person do you think I was? There's no way I'd turn out to be some bad guy in the end, right? I get so engrossed with the embodiment of human desires. And that's not all. When it comes to the metaverse, I'm the only one who can transform into a car.
I mean, that is a pretty impressive skill, to be fair.
I'm special, but it's still odd. Who could I actually be?
I'm sure you're a human.
You really think so?
Yeah, I think so.
What a half-assed answer.
Okay, look, it's the only one I could come up with so far, right? I mean, what? Would you want me to call you a monster? Make a costume for you? Put on some teeth? That made you feel better.
Well, there's no way a dashing, honorable rogue like me could be evil.
You'd be anti-hero at worst.
A man who saves those in trouble in the West, while punishing evildoers who may lurk in the East. A man who chastises people that smoke inside in the South, while saving bullied cats in the North. A man who has a sturdy body, and vows to always do one good deed a day, be it rain or shine.
Nice speech.
I'm that kind of ideal person. Or so I hope. So if I turn back to being human, surely she'll take notice of me, won't she?
We'll know eventually. Don't you worry, Morgana.
Well, that's true, but... where should I go when I become human? I wonder where she'd like to go. An amusement park, a movie theater, a fancy cafe, shopping. What do you think?
You take her whatever you want to, bud. I feel like my bond with Morgana is growing deeper. Chance to perform a follow-up attack if Joker's attack does not down the enemy.
Alright.
Nice. Yo, good job, guys. We all did our best. Allow me to express my thanks once again. Because of you, I was able to retrieve the painting that had been filled with my mother's love. Hearing you say that makes the whole thing worth it, Yusuke. Seriously. I wasn't sure you'd really want to change Madarame's heart. I'm sorry to have worried you. I have no regrets about it now. And the change of heart will happen this time, right? You worried? It's only our second time after doing this, after all. By the way, I'm curious about what he said at the end. You mean about the other intruder besides us? It was something about a black mask, yeah? That may have been nothing more than a lie. Madarame was quite deranged at that point, after all. For now, we should wait for his change of heart in peace. Okay. It's a weird lie, though. Very weird. I also noticed I never saved throughout that entire... I never saved throughout that entire boss thing. Keeping your diary up to date, huh? I wish it'd do some real good, like cancel out your criminal record or something. Yeah, you know what? Me too. Me too, cat. God, you're a simp. Oh. As long as you don't tell her directly to his face, it's all good. Just gotta let you know right now, I think we're not going to end things off quite yet, but this is where we're going to end the playing. I just want to sort of sit here and chat for a little bit. How are you guys enjoying Persona 5 Royal? Obviously, you know, it's been a while since I streamed it, since I wanted to jettison through Final Fantasy 7 Royal. I'm sorry, but what's a simp? You know what, chat? You can take that one. I don't think I could give a good explanation. I'm not even entirely sure, in all honesty. And also, don't forget... Did I just say Final Fantasy VII Royal? Did I do that again? Did I say it again? Did I make the same mistake? I meant Persona 5 Royal. I was going to say, but also, don't forget, on my YouTube channel, I'm also starting my playthrough of Sakura Wars. And the first episode will be going live in just over 2 hours. So if it sounds appealing to you, then there's a premiere. And I will try my best to stay up for it. So, I'll be in chat. Simp is a next generation nice guy, I guess. Kind of. Basically. Yeah, I need to play Sakura Wars before watching the playthrough. Yeah, I noticed that you wanted to go in blind, and that's perfectly fair. I was going back and forth whether I wanted to do Sakura Wars as a stream game or a edited playthrough game, but I thought it would be nice to change it up, because obviously I've been doing a lot of Yakuza and Judgment. So, I figured it would be a nice change of pace. Plus, because of its sort of, like, layout and how the game progresses, it's actually kind of nice for pre-recorded videos. So that's why I decided for it. Man being that overly nice to a girl, hoping she'll return his affection. And you say he's going to do everything in Sakura Wars, right? Yes, everything. I will play through the game multiple times to make sure I get all of their endings. That's not gonna happen. I'm going in armed with knowledge, but I'm also sort of just wanting to see where the game takes me with my choices. Because I'm curious. I'm not going to go for any particular ending. I'm just going to sort of let it... I'm just going to sort of let it rock. Oh yeah, it has multiple endings. Just Simp is more like an aggressive nice guy, so they needed a new name. Sure, why not? Honestly, I've given up on slang. I really have. Can't go a day without new... Like, you know, like Karen is now a slang word. A person is such a Karen. Like, you know... The moment when a name becomes a slang word for something, that's when I'd give up. But yeah, Morgana's not a simp. He's not aggressive about it. He's just, love-struck. That Karen is such a good slang, though. It's pretty strong. I'm not going to lie. It's pretty strong. The only thing that sucks about it is if your name is actually Karen. And you have nothing to do with, like... You have nothing to do with the problems of a typical Karen. That's the only part where it's like, oh man, that actually sucks. Because that's something you're gonna have to sort of live with. Well, it's also funny because it started out as Karen took the kids. That's where the thing originated from. I have two cousins which are named Karen. Well, are they Karens? Would you describe them as a Karen? Whenever a game has multiple endings, I always go for the good or true ending because it makes me feel nice. Here's the thing with Sakaros, though. It doesn't have true or good endings. It has multiple endings, but they're not true endings. Let's say that without being too spoilery. So there isn't actually a right ending. Oh, you don't know what a Karen is? A Karen is a person who gets to the store and is like, I demand to see the manager. I want to see the manager right now. You know, they have a problem and they're like, I want it resolved. Because they're super entitled and they want everything to go their way. They're that type of person. They're the type of person who go into the store and they're just like, they're just so angry that things were not going their way. I want to see the manager right now. That's part is, no one wins in that conversation, because even when she wins, she's still angry. So there's no good ending? Oh, fun, fantastic. I'm preparing for lots of crying and sadness. Well, no, that's not what I mean. It's actually really, really, like, it's actually really happy, like, in atmosphere. What I mean... The endings are not tied to good, bad, or any of that. They're tied to characters. That's what the endings are all about. They're tied to characters. Depending on which character you gain the most points with. For the most part, it's actually really, what's the word I'm looking for? What's the description you use when you want to say something's like really like upbeat in terms of its like tone? It's got an upbeat tone. There we go. It's actually really upbeat and colorful. So it's good times all around. I think Sakura is a romance visual novel with action genre as a side dish. Yeah, it is. It's a very interesting combination. Also just kind of funny because it took this long for us to get a Western Sakura Wars game. Even though we did get one before. On the Wii. And PlayStation 2 of all things. And it was the 5th one. That was the only one the West got. Except Russia. Russia got some. And it's just really weird who got what. It's like, okay, China gets this one. China also gets this one. Russia gets this one. The West, you get the 5th one. It's like, what? What? I'm sorry, what? Why does Russia get it? So there's a harem ending. I'm completely joking on this one. Please don't take this seriously. Don't worry. I'm not taking it seriously. I don't think there's a harem ending. Pretty sure you have to commit. Russia gets what Putin secretly wants. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. But thankfully, looking on the horizon. So, oh, also, before I forget, just in case anyone hasn't seen the announcement or, you know, forgot, just letting you guys know that I am going to be trying a community day. This, I forgot which day it was. Give me a sec. I'm pretty sure it was the Sunday, but let me check. Oh god, don't play that. That's spoilers. Don't mind me, just making sure I don't play that. It's porn. It's because it was porn, okay? Porn spoilers. I put it on Saturday. I might switch that to Sunday. I might have to switch that to Sunday. Yeah, I'm gonna switch that to Sunday. Okay, sorry. There was a thing that said like I was gonna have the community day on Saturday. I'm gonna switch that to Sunday because I need to do some stuff on Saturday. So on Sunday there was a community day, which will be Fistful of Frags, which is not a niche game in the slightest, but I didn't choose it because it was niche. I chose it because it's actually the opposite of niche. Everyone could get it. It's super easy to get, and I wanted to get something that was as easily accessible as possible while still being fun. Plus, I like westerns. You learn something new about me every day, apparently. I really like westerns. Which is why Cowboy Zan the Ninja Gunman is the greatest video game ever made. Or whatever the fuck it was. What was it called? Oh god, I hope someone knows what I'm talking about. Was it Cowboy Zan the Samurai Gunman? On the PlayStation 1? I'm looking this up now. Did I actually get that right? Did I actually get that right? Rising Zan, the Samurai Gunman. That's what it was. Oh my god, I actually remembered what his name was. Holy god. Huh. Which one will not be joining on because, yeah, family birthday. I hope you enjoy your birthday, though. Oh my god, you're streaming on my birthday now. Imagine if P4 had a character like Akutsuki and no Adachi doesn't count. I mean, I think Adachi's better. I think Adachi's better than Akutsuki. I way prefer Adachi as the main antagonist. Human antagonist. Akutsuki's okay. Oh, you might be able to join now because you don't have family over on Sunday? My birthday on Sunday, but we're celebrating it on Saturday. Fair enough. If you can make it, then by all means join. But yeah, freaking Fistful of Frags is on Steam. It's free. It's like 5 gig, I think. Maybe, if even that. In fact, I can check how much. You know what? I'll check right now. I will check right now how many gigs it is. Because I can do that now with no fear, because I have the RAM to do it. I have now got the RAM to successfully do multiple things without fear of crashing. That being said, I really hope Steam doesn't download anything, because that would actually be kind of bad. Okay, good, it isn't. Thank you. Steam eats into so much freaking bandwidth. There you are. You are, I'm curious. You are. Okay, let me just. Yep. Let me. Yep, okay. Yeah, 5 gigs. Just under 5 gigs. Which is like nothing nowadays. Oh, that samurai game, you mean Samurai? No, I mean Samurai Rising Zan, the Samurai Gunman, which is a PlayStation 1 game. Look it up. It's a real thing. I just realized you say, what's the possibility of you playing God Hand? Very high. I'm just gonna put that on the table right now. God Hand, very high. I fucking love God Hand. I really do like God Hand. What's God Hand? A damn good video game that IGN doesn't agree with being a damn good video game, and they're wrong. That's what God Hand is. That being said, you try explaining God Hand to someone, and then they go, that sounds like the worst game ever. Why do you like it? Because it's like, alright, here's the deal. The story's terrible. Level design's kind of terrible. It looks very bland. It's quite short. The combat has one of the biggest learning curves ever. And my god, it's so fun to play once you get it. Pandora's Tower, also very high. Honestly, it's pretty... Again, there's that problem of like, man, there's so much good stuff. I want to get through it all. Like, and I'm trying to plan it out. Honestly, one of my big things I've been trying to do is like plan out. Just like, how, you know, how am I going to get through all of this stuff? How am I going to get through this, and I've been trying to sort of been putting them in like theming boxes. Not boxes, what's the right word? Blocks. Theming blocks. So, Pandora's Tower is most likely going to be first, and the reason why is the way I'm working towards so far is... So we're doing this right now, and this is the big game we're going to be focusing on for a long time. However, there is another super long RPG coming out soon, which I also want to cover. And I'm debating whether I want to do it at launch. But when that happens, I'm going to be doing what I'm going to be calling the Treehouse block. Because, for people who don't know, if anyone knows what I'm talking about with the Treehouse project. Oh, you mean that game worse than Imagine Party Babies? Yes, that's the one I'm talking about. Oh, that hit me so much harder than it should have. You know what the worst part is? I saw that the other day. I was reading a thread of people's, like, favorite, like, worst reviewed games. And someone did God Hand because of the IGN review. And that, I saw the Imagine Babies comparison. And it made me sad when I saw it then, too. What was I talking about? I know God Hand, but I couldn't help myself. I know you couldn't. That's why it's sad. All I say is that at one point you will be threatened by a woman in a bathtub with a chainsaw which somehow works underwater. What, to play God Hand? I mean, she doesn't need to do that. I will do it, but yeah. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, but the big RPG coming out next month, Xenoblade Chronicles, the remaster, remake, whatever you want to call it. So, I will be doing that game, so, you know, add another 100-hour RPG to the list, but I really want to do it because it's the best chance ever to do it. And then once I'm done with it, I want to do what I was saying, called the Treehouse block, because Xenoblade Chronicles was part of a thing called the Treehouse Project. Best Xeno go? When you say Xeno, are we talking just Chronicles, or are we talking about the whole Xeno, whatever? But, yeah, the Treehouse Project, which was a thing that was done online by people to bring over 3 particular games. One was Xenoblade Chronicles, the other was Pandora's Tower, and the last one was The Last Story. I want to do all of those, so I thought, fuck it, I'll just do all of them at once. As the Treehouse block. Because that just makes sense. First game only? See, this is where I pull a fast one on you, and then I say, oh, first game, first Xeno games, right? Oh, that means you're talking about Xenogears. Actually, was that the first one? Hang on. I might be wrong. But to answer your question, Fiora. No, you say it's Shulk. Best go as you say. Ah, jeez. No, the first one... Okay, the first one was Xenogears. Which is also a game I want to cover. God damn it. Fucking... God. Why can I not do a short game more often? Resident Evil 3 was nice. I got done with Resident Evil 3 in 2 sessions. Resident Evil 3 was a nice length. I like that length. It was a nice short length. Why do I want to do the long ones? Why do I do this? Sure, just play Persona 5 Royal. You don't need 122 hours. But yeah, I'm gonna say Fiora. Fiora's best go in Xenoblade Chronicles. Seriously though, best go is Pyra/Mithra. Well, that's with the second game. And also, that's no question. Also, Nia's really strong. Nia's a really strong choice also. She's a Welsh cat girl. There we go, you win. Anyway, I'm gonna have to end things off now, so thank you all for coming. I'm very happy we were able to beat Madarami's Palace. And I'll be taking a day's break before we come back to Persona 5 on the Friday, where we'll basically just be going along with our lives. And would you look at that, we may even have a chance, if I'm looking at the schedule correctly. Yep, we should get to it. We'll have some more new stuff appearing, so that's always exciting. All this free time is great. Thinning out my backlog is nice. That is true. I am still focused on, trying to get all this stream stuff done, so I haven't actually been doing a lot of backlog stuff. I have done some. I just played the whole entirety of Castlevania the other night, just because. I just went, fuck it, I want to play through Castlevania, so I did. I just beat it in one day, in one night, in like 30 minutes. Super old, but it's so good. That's a series I will get to. I'm going to shove Castlevania down all of you guys' throats, and you can't stop me. Never played Xeno 2 since it just didn't have the crew from the 1 till like the end of the game. That's fair. I still want to do Xeno 2. God, I need to stop saying that. I need to stop saying, God, I really want to do this game. Yeah, of course I do want to do that game. I always want to do games. God damn it. Okay. I'm going to stop now. I'm going to stop before I dig myself into further backlog holes. Alright, who's available? Let's take a look and see if anyone... Oh, I know who I'm gonna raid. He's going to love me. Good old pal EFFNC1 Mr. Morit, who is doing Dragon Ball Fighters right now. Hopefully not ending soon. We'll see. Maybe this will force him to keep on going for a bit longer. But yes, I will see you guys later. Thank you for stopping on by.